Before you go thinking I was the one that broke OBS because I was tinkling all over it, no, it was not my fault. So chat does not work. So if you type in chat, you won't be able to see it. So that means I can hide all that, and we can just go for I can embiggen the win-loss and my ranking. So today it's going to be, the focus is on Nitro Fire. There's really only 2 Pokemon that can take advantage of it, and one of them is Mega Charizard. The other is Ethan's Magcargo. Like that's literally it. There's no other good options, you know, and Nitro Fire isn't even that good. We used to have Burning Energy in the XY days. That reattached itself. This just goes back into your hand, and PDCGL shows you in, you know, 480p that it's putting the card back into your hand. So I got Ethan's Magcargo, and then just a couple different Charizard lists. You know, I found one on Limitless that had a copy of Cinderace for some reason, and they went hard on the Charmander line. But yeah, we're just playing Megazard. You attach a Nitro to the active. You know, Power Glass is good. I have Delphox builds. But let's kick things off. You know, usually I start with, you know, I got to ease myself into some things, right? We're going to pretend like we're a Smeargle, and we're going to easel ourselves into this. And Triceratops and Colt, thank you for the subs. And Zeus, that's literally the pinned message. You know, pretend I'm like a wrestler and I've pinned you. You know, call me a wrestler because you're pinned right now. But yeah, you can check out all the PDCGL codes right now. So that's working. So Streamlabs is working. It's the chat function that's not working. You know, I didn't check into it beforehand. I just sort of opened it up. I was like, hey, there's a weird error message on the screen now. That's weird. And Eevee, it's still going. Still got 18 minutes. This is, I hate this. This is a Petrel trolley list. So it's a Petrel trolley list, which means I don't need all these damn basics, but this is actually pretty good. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, I guess I go for Heatmor. Do I have Latinas? We got some Latinas in the building. That's always good. I got Petrel for trolley. Though I probably just, honestly, Petrel for Lilies, right? I just Petrel for Lilies and go for... No, I have to Petrel for trolley if I want to be able to retreat. But if I get a Magcargo, if I top deck a Magcargo, which has free retreat, we'll be in there. So yeah, let me whip it out real quick here. Here is, yeah, there's Mega Ray. There is Mega Ray. So I think there's a lot of reasons. I laid out all the reasons why I don't think Mega Ray is very good in the video. And it reminds me kind of the hype of Reshiram and Zekrom from back in the day. That was, what was it, 90 damage, and then you topped out at 3 that you could discard. So you could do maximum of 270. It kind of reminds me of that. You know, it's fire and lightning. It seems it seems good, but also really disappointing. As I pointed out in the video, all the cards that make Mega Ray playable rotate in March. So Raging Bolt is better for as long as Mega Ray, or for as long as Raging Bolt is in standard, Raging Bolt is better. And then when Raging Bolt rotates, so does Glass Trumpet, which is the card that I think makes this the best. Maybe with 30th Celebration Pikachu EX and the Adventuring Lantern, not the Adventuring Chinchou, we might be able to make this playable. And is Delibird the new Tatsujiri? No, it's not. Poké Beach updated their translation, or someone in the comments updated the translation. Yeah, it just finds an energy, so it's not good. All right, let's get that out of there. Ooh, what a terrible hand. Ooh, a fantastically terrible hand. I have to go get Fez and Latinas. So Fez and Latias seems like a terrible decision when I need to have a lot more things. So as long as they don't have a Gust card, as long as they don't have a way to Gust anybody, we'll be totally fine. As long as there's no way that they can Gust any of my Pokemon, as long as they don't have any Pokemon that allow them to Gust anybody, especially a Fezandipiti, because then I lose my only chance to draw cards. As long as they don't have one of those, we'll be fine. And hit Susan, I talked about that in the video. It's just the problem with Mega Ray is that it gives up 3 prizes. So using Mega Audino, which also gives up 3 prizes, to power up a 3-prizer is just not good. And the way I talked about it, and I called it Champions Road instead of Champions Roar, whatever, is if you don't hit every single Champions Roar, it just feels like you're going to be out of the game. Because they added the colorless requirement. If it was fire lightning, whole new ball game. My balls are fair game. It's really good. It's basically just a Raging Bolt, you know, with a slightly lower ramp up, but it's so much easier to splash into Belly Bolt and Emboar and all these other decks. Because of the colorless requirement, putting it into Iono's Belly Bolt means you need to energy switch twice or energy switch once and hit Champion's Roar. If you do, yeah, they're gonna knock out my Fez. See, I told you. So if you just whiff your Champion's Roar, it feels like there's just no coming back from that. Which is why, yeah, Champion's Road does sound cooler. And then Iono's, thank you, Clam. Yes, Iono's Belly Butt. And then, yeah, the stadium, again, they didn't learn their lesson. They did not learn their lesson from, I don't think I can turn it. I'm not technologically savvy enough. So just turn your phone, and then when your phone rotates to correct for it, just keep getting that losing battle. Also, it looks like we're going to get like Mega Altaria, if that is a Mega, or if that's just a regular Altaria. But it looks like Swablu and Altaria will be in the set, and it'll be a colorless. So yes, colorless Pokemon give up 1 less prize card when knocked out by damage, but you have to have both the left and the right side of Legendary Summit in your hand at the same time. However, they both have the same name. Because they both have the same name, you can only have 2 of the left and 2 of the right, which means if you ever fall into a situation where, oops, I prized both my Solrock, that's never happened to me where I've prized both Solrock or both Lunatone, then you just have 2 dead cards in your deck. At least with Prism Tower Angie Floette, you could put Prism Tower down and then put Angie Floette on top of it after like a Lillie's. You can't do that here. You have to have both at the same time, and that's just not cool in my books. All right, well, I'm definitely screwed if they have another Gust card. But if they don't have another Gust card, then I can thrust and bust. Press 1 if you want to see me thrust and bust. And Jagbomb, they're left and right, so they are different numbers. So this one is 74. Yeah, the other one is 73. So it's probably going to have like an L or something. Yeah, somebody mentioned, like, I don't know how they're going to put them in the set because they're going to have different names. And Sunny, congratulations. Are you excited for God of War Laufey? Are you excited for Laufey to play with a cube, a gelatin cube? Shout out was given to Slugma Balls. Shout out was given to Slugma Balls. All right, all right. You know what? You don't deserve happiness, whoever did that. Yeah, left shark, right shark. But just, I mentioned so many things in the video, just too many things to talk about right now. I haven't changed my mind. Sometimes I think about cards a little bit more, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's better than I thought. It's like, no. Mega Ray is not better than Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt needs 3 energy to one-shot a Fez or a Latias or an Ogerpon. Oh my god, of course they had the bosses. Okay, they went for the Ho-Ho. As long as I can top deck some playable cards, that'd be cool. But Mega Ray needs 5. And they have to be fire or lightning. At least with Raging Bolt, you can go Crispin and then Ogerpon once to a Grass Energy. There's no restriction there. So it's just really dumb. And I don't think Mega Ray Quasar Cap is that good of, ooh, hello, hang on. Things are happening over here. Hang on, if they don't have another Gust card, Trust Your Pilot might win this game. All right, hang on a second. I am knocking out this Mega Lucario, and they do have another one. All right, so you go there. And I guess I have to put another one down just to just to be safe. And then, yeah, 1, 2. I'm going to buckle my shoe. And then I retreat into you. Now, yeah, I guess this makes sense. I'll prematurely attach to that one because I still have Latinas. I take the KO. As long as they don't go Harry Mama bosses, we win the game. As long as they don't have the very obvious thing that's going to happen, we'll be fine. Yeah, and I was going to mention Mega Aura because it kind of feels on the same plane, but I went with the Sylveon or the Espeon or whatever it's called. Because people would be like, oh, well, it's nothing like Mega Aura because the energy has to be on Aura. Yeah, but you still need the energy in play. Right? It doesn't matter where the energy is. You still need to have it in play, which is a problem. Which is, kind of a big problem, is that you have to have a ton of energy in play for Mega Ray to do something. You have to have 3 energy on the Mega Ray, 1 fire, 1 lightning, 1 other. At least with Mega Aura, it's, you can just play electric. You can play it with Iono's Belly Bolt and Scramble Switch or Transformation Tome. Like, all the interesting ideas I heard from Mega Ray, they sounded like they would work better with Mega Aura. People are like, oh, you just play Transformation Tome with Iono's Belly Bolt. It's like, well, the Mega Aura would be better. Because a lot of people seem to forget that 2 Megas get knocked out and the game is over. So it's like, how is Mega Rayquaza better? It's like they just knock out 2. Like Mega Aura beats Mega Ray. That's the terrible thing, is Mega Rayquaza just loses to Mega Aura. That's not a world I want to live in. If I top deck bosses, I win, by the way. If I get even slight amount of luck here, I win. Okay, I think there's I think I win this. Hang on, I think I win the game. Yeah, I think the game is over and I just won if there's a Meowth in the deck. Oh my god, how did I win this game? I wasn't even paying attention. This whole time. I was just like, oh yeah, let's just talk about butts and toques and stuff. And this is called courtesy. This is called courtesy because I have to do so many different things. So I'm letting them know I have the knockout, but I'm whipping out the bosses early so you can see that, it saves yourself all the time. You can concede these nuts in your mouth. Clearly they don't value their time because they probably think they're going to be in a YouTube video, which I appreciate, but then I'm not going to put this in a YouTube video. It's going to be on the VOD channel and I regret it. And also, if they just didn't evolve that Lucario prematurely, which is what I talked about a long time ago, they wouldn't have lost this game. But clearly, they're not a Trust Your Pilot viewer because they prematurely evacuated. And there we go. Yeah, GG. Damn straight. We're 1-0. And I barely did anything. All right. So, and yeah, the Talonflame. I saw so many people hyping up the Talonflame. And I was like, am I crazy? This card does not seem that good. Like, yes, you can put a stage 2 Talonflame, a stage 2 bird directly into play. And everyone's like, oh my God, I'm going to be able to Kangaskhan and then use Hilda to find Ignition, Talonflame, and get Talonflame into play. And then I'm like, but then what? Right? Sure, you have 150 damage and you can get 2 cards. But then what? Like, you're only doing 150 damage, so you're only knocking out single prizers. Most decks you play against that have a single prizer you can knock out early have unfair stamp, like Dragapult, which I mentioned. So you take a knockout of a Badoo with Claw Hunt, they're just going to stamp you. And you've achieved nothing. Congratulations. You put a 280 hit point thing that has to 3-shot a Dragapult and ooh, this is Chandelure. All right, so let's Slugma. No, I guess I want to get Heatmor. And then, honestly, I don't think they're going to do anything. Like, obviously, they're playing Mega Frostlass. So I honestly just want to get the Magcargo. Like, obviously, they might play Judge or Lucian or something stupid. All right, and because chat's not on the screen and I only have 2 monitors because I'm so weak. I'm a weak person. Because I'm poor. You know, there's only 47 people watching this video or watching this stream. And yeah, Garchomp 400 hit points. Exactly. But this is why I grabbed the Magcargo, is because now it has free retreat. That's what you didn't know. There you go. See? Magcargo, free retreat, Ethan's Adventure, absolutely goated. I go get Slugma, and probably not another Slugma, probably just a ho-ho. All right, Slugma, and then Licking Catch, and just get 2 energy and a Magcargo, because I don't quite know what they're going to do. They're playing a stage 2 deck, so I don't know if it's going to do the thing. Yeah, if you finish prematurely, things are going to be bad in the long run. So yeah, if I miss your message and you think it's important, feel free to type it again. Because if I'm putting like an image on screen, I can't view chat because the chat is broken. Yeah, just keep saying there's some weird error. But yeah, I don't see how Talonflame is good. But another thing is, A, we still have 66 cards to go in Delta Rain. B, Delta Rain is 131 days away. C, 30th Celebration is before Delta Rain, and that still has another 60 playable cards that we don't know about yet. So it's like there's 120-ish potentially playable cards we don't know about yet that will probably be in Standard. And, oh, do I waste my energy? Because they're playing a single prize deck. So honestly, maybe I start powering up the ho-ho. I don't know. I honestly don't know right now what I'm supposed to do, because they're probably going to beat me off. And I guess I just Licking Catch again for more energy. I don't know. This is going to be weird, because I kind of need to masterfully bait out a Mega Frostlass. And I can't have too many cards in my hand. So as long as they don't go Boss, Energy, oh crap. 30 of the cards are Pikachu. Well, yeah, we got Ignition Energy, but we basically know so many cards, so many damn cards to come out. So it's like, I don't see this being good. Like, it doesn't help Mamoswine. It doesn't help Reuniqueless. It doesn't help any of the mega colorless decks out there. I'd rather just Kangaskhan and attack than waste my supporter on Hilda to go for Talonflame, Ignition Energy. And that's all assuming you start the Mega Kangaskhan. Right? If you don't start Mega Kangaskhan, you can't put Talonflame into play ever. Or like, unless you draw really well. But like, you have to have Kangaskhan in play if you want to do anything with Talonflame. So that's another thing. It's like, you're all assuming you're just going to have the nuts like that, but you got to grab life by the balls sometimes and not the nuts. And I mean, I hope so. When I say that these cards are bad, like, I do hope these cards are good. I'm not a generational hater. I mean, I'm just a mostly hater baiter. But okay, so let's go attach to. Again, I think I want to masterfully bait their Mega Frostlass out. Right? I don't think there's anything too, crazy about what I need to do today. I just need to masterfully bait out their Mega Frostlass. That's it. And okay, so it's 30 times, so I think I can go grab a Fez. Assuming they take a KO. Yeah, and then basically everything, everything you want to do with Mega Ray and the new stadium, it's like, oh, we have Team Rocket's Watchtower in Standard for another year and a half. So the entire strategy they want us to do on PDCGL and in real life for nerds with Mega Ray and the stadium is, oh, if your opponent just has Team Rocket's Watchtower, you're screwed. And Team Rocket's Watchtower shuts off Meowth, Kangaskhan, Dunsparce, Fan Rotom. So many other colorless types I'm not thinking of. Bloodmoon Ursaluna. Just, they printed a card that shuts off all, like, some of the best cards they're printing. And it's like, again, okay, there's 700 damage, but I win because I'm the GOAT. All right, so I'm going to go up with this Magcargo. Ample Sample. I think rotation is going to be the only thing that destroys our friend. Destroys Dragapult. All right, so if I want to knock out the Mega Frostlass, I need 4 total energy on a Magcargo, which means it is worth it to burn the Stretcher. Based on what's happened, yes, I would consider Team Rocket's Watchtower a mistake, but it's, you know, it's their own fault for printing way too many good colorless Pokemon and then just like not doing anything with them. And they're just making like, hey, we're going to print a ton of... Suck my butt. All right, well, that's a paddling. Okay, so I think no matter what I do, I'm gonna lose somebody. So let's just go, yeah, let's just get the 2 energy out of there and then Petrel for energy retrieval. As long as they don't have a bosses, I'm fine. And even if they do have a bosses, I'm probably fine, but probably not. Jagbomb, no, I think based on the fact that it's featured in the colorless stadium, because it's featured in Legendary Summit, we can pretty much guarantee that Altaria, or even if it's Mega Altaria or just regular Altaria, is going to be a colorless type. Because you can see the silhouette, and it's along with, you know, the bird that doesn't have a secondary typing, clearly. The colorless bird type that everyone knows about. You know, one of them, those colorless birds. The only thing that I think might turn the tide is Adventuring Lantern with the Pikachu EX that accelerates all the energy. That is one thing that I think could change my opinion. Let me see if I can whip it out real quick. Where the hell's the Pikachu? Is this the Pikachu? No, that's not, that's the, yeah, that's the basic one. Where's the other one? There it is. So Zip Zap Frenzy accelerates all energy. It's a lightning type, so you can use Adventuring Lantern plus Zip Zap Zop to do the thing, and you're goated. All right, so I have Ursaluna, which can do the thing. I just need to thin my hand. But this is slightly unfortunate that PDCGL has ruined my life. Okay, so let's go Golden Shower, put 2 energy on the Magcargo. I need to bosses. I don't want to bosses. I have to bosses. Let's go get rid of double Petrel. Meowth for bosses. I don't think I can play any more cards. I should have probably burned the trolley, but whatever. I'm going to lose this game just because they have bosses. All right, so that dude's done. Play the pad. And they have to knock out my dude. I'm fully taking the knockout on Mega Frostlass. I'm jumping ahead. The problem is they're going to knock out my Magcargo. And I don't have any more Gust cards. So I have to knock out the Snow Runt. And I don't know if I can do that. Well, no, it's just that it's colorless type, right? It's just called a colorless type. Or it's just a colorless type. Abominator, welcome in. It's just colorless, so I think the fact that it's colorless is that's the synergy with it, is it's a colorless type. All right, well, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210. Yeah, so they got the knockout on my Ho-Ho. I don't think I have Special Red Card. I might have Special Red Card, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they don't evolve into Mega Frostlass yet, but if I have Red Card, I win. But no, we can guarantee that Dragapult is not going anywhere until rotation. So rotation is going to be the one thing that destroys. Ah, crap. Doesn't actually really matter. It's just going to be rotation, nothing else. If you're hoping for Dragapult to get dethroned, no, I'm out of bosses. Their deck only has 2. Alrighty. Well, do I have a Special Red Card? I do. Ooh, this could get interesting. Okay. So, Special Red Card. And then, anything from the trolley days? Anything from the trolley? Okay, and then we go... Okay, so... Do I just take the knockout with Ursaluna and I blow them a little bit? I think that makes the most sense. Okay, so trolley down. We waste the trolley. And I go Energy Retrieval. Retrieve these nuts in your mouth, am I right? And then Blowtorch. I want to blow them a little bit. So blowing someone is always good. And then I will Nitro Fire to this guy. Not that it matters. And then Golden Shower to you. And then I guess, yeah, Night Stretcher. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I did that in the wrong order. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. And then, yeah, get rid of that and that. So many things in deck. I literally win if they don't win this turn. The game is over if they don't win this turn. And watch me lose by 1 card because I didn't plan out my Night Stretcher properly. Jagbomb, well, don't forget, if my prediction is prophesized, we will get the, whatchamacallit, we'll get the starter deck cards inside Delta Rain, and they might just be like, here you go, here's a Delta Rain pre-release deck, you ungrateful heathens. How do I retreat? That's a good question. That is a very good question that I forgot to think about. There you go. Yeah, forgot about that one, that I used the Switch already. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry, you think too much. Okay, no, this is fine, because I'm gonna Ethan's Adventure down. What are they gonna do? Win the game? There's no way they're gonna win the game. I'm gonna win the game. Yeah, see, they're doing the math. They realize that I'm too cool. Also, getting that Lilies off the prizes was horrific because I can't play it. You know, getting a supporter off the prizes is going to cost me the game, and also the fact that I didn't play the energy is going to cost me the game. And you think there might be more support options for Mega Ray? It's possible, but you think they would have shown them, right? They showed the 3 cards or whatever. They showed Adventure Cap, Mega Ray, Adventuring Lantern. So it's like, what else is there? What else could they do? They gave us a stadium for Mega Ray. They gave us an item card for Mega Ray. They gave us a tool card for Mega Ray. What else? They're not here anymore. They rage quit. Right? What else is there for them to do? And the answer is there's nothing. They gave us stadium, tool, and item. And I guess technically they gave us a supporter as well in the Zinnia's Trust Your Pilot, but that's less interesting. Oh, fun fact, they could make me whip my deck out. If they played Lucian right now and they hit and I hit heads, I think is how it works, I would lose due to deck out, or if they had another Chandelure, I would lose due to whipping my deck out. And there I was. This is a family-friendly stream. This is a family-friendly stream. There are no bad words allowed here, okay? I have to delete. I have to time you out because I don't know how to delete messages. This is a family-friendly channel. You should know that based on the stuff that I say and the stuff that I do. Also, I'm goated like that. I'm 2-0 with Magcargo. I'm still undeclared on whether or not I want to make a Mega Charizard video, so we're just going to play Magcargo for the first hour. Yeah, free hat, am I right? See, I told you, it was all in the bag. It was all in the bag. And Oppenheimer, are you talking about the new set, or what are you talking about? Are you talking about me putting my feet in someone's mouth, or? Chaos is rising through the ranks. If they don't give us something about pitching a tent with the next one, if they made a Chaos Rising pun, they better give us a pitching a tent one. Oh God. Plan Burglar, I need you to help time people out who give worse puns than you. You know, do your duty, fulfill your oath. Duty. Fulfill your oath. But like I did a little bit of testing, and yes, Mega Charizard won a lot of games, and I was really happy about it. The issue was, what the hell is this start? All I need is a freaking Slugma balls, am I right? All I need is a Slugma. Just top deck a Slugma, or a Poké Pad, or a Trolley, or I'll take an Ultra Ball, even though I don't want one. God, it's always the same. It's always the same. Whenever I go first, I wish I'd gone second. Okay, well, we've lost this one anyway. Oh, we got a Poké Pad. Okay, it doesn't matter, but we did get a Poké Pad. The good news is we did get a Poké Pad. The bad news is that I do just kind of lose. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to force them to make a decision, I guess. Seems like a bad idea. And thank you for letting me know, because, yeah, I have to bounce between... Again, I'm so poor I can only afford 2 monitors, so I have to bounce between the 2 things. You know, if I was cool, I'd have 3 monitors. But because chat is broken, normally I have OBS open and I read chat on OBS. But because it's broken over there, and I didn't find out until literally as I was hitting the go live button, oh my god, do they not know what Magcargo does? Alright, so I have to Lillies, and if I Lillies into... Ah, crap, I got Lillies into like Latinas and 2 Energy and Magcargo. I mean, to be fair, it's only a 4-card combo, but it is a 4-card combo. And the fact that they're Cypher Maniacing kind of suggests that I can't, you know, sit back and wait. I mean, that's a bold strategy, Cotton. Putting a lucky helmet on a Mega Can... Okay, wait, that's good. This means I can accelerate. I'm believing in the heart of the cards. This is for everybody who ever doubted me. I'm believing in the heart of the cards. I just need Magcargo Energy. Suck my butt. Come on. It was the easiest thing in the world for you to do, and you couldn't even do it. Well, I don't really have good options now. You know what? You know what? I'm choosing to believe that PDCGL is testing. PDCGL is testing me. It's testing my faith. My hymn of the faith. PDCGL is testing me and saying, you know what? I don't know if you can... I don't think you can believe in me enough, Pilot. I'm saying, you know what? I believe in you, PDCGL. You're not going to screw me over multiple turns in a row. You're gonna punish them for not believing in themselves, and you're gonna reward me for believing in you. Yeah, there I was, cheeks unclenched. Oh, they already did the thing. So see, I told you, they're conceding defeat in their mouth. I already told you, they're just giving me free private watches. They're probably not. They're probably gonna retreat the Mega Kangaskhan. And I can't like boss or do anything, and they're just gonna give me a smooch 'em, and they're gonna smooch 'em into the Slowpoke, and they're gonna set themselves up for the rest of the game. But aside from that, we're doing great. You know, aside from the fact that Lillie's was yet again a massive disappointment, we're doing fantastic. And so tomorrow is going to be the top 10 cards in Pitch Black. Oh my goodness, they did not retreat. You fool. You fool. Okay, I guess I go for Slugma, Magcargo. I mean, do I bother with the Pinsir? I mean, the Pinsir does take a knockout. I guess technically the Pinsir makes the most sense, because now they can't just cure them and knock out double Slugma balls. All right, so Pinsir's good. And then I don't want to waste anything. So I have a knockout on the Kangaskhan. I really wish I had 2 energy in my hand right now. That would be pretty sweet. The Battle Cage I don't want. The energy I really don't want to attach to anybody. They might stamp me. I don't know. I feel like whatever I'm going to do is the wrong thing. All I know is I'm taking 3 prizes. All I know is time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as my pendulum balls swing. All right, so... See, Precious Trolley, who needs it? But we're having some fun with Magcargo. And yeah, I'm not really sure what the stream schedule is going to be because my tentative plan is Sunday top 10 cards, Wednesday set list review and set guide and stuff, and Friday would be the pre-release guide. But I've started to see like a couple pitch black openings show up on YouTube. So it might be on Tuesday I do my set list review and Thursday I do the pre-release guide. So it really just depends on the YouTube openings, what my stream schedule is. But I can pretty much guarantee Monday, Saturday. Just even if things get a little wonky, it looks like Monday, Saturday will be probably the only two streams. Maybe I'll sneak my finger in someone's stream hole somewhere around there. But you can pretty much bank on Monday, Saturday for streams. There's not much left. I'll throw that out there. I will do a stream of Ampharos, Crobat, and Deoxys, just, you know, the leftovers. You know, you saw the TV show Leftovers, where 2% of the population disappeared overnight. Yeah, I'm going to look at, like, the last 2% of playable cards in Chaos Rising. That is pretty much what I'm doing, is Ampharos, Crobat, and Deoxys, which I wouldn't even classify as playable, but it's what we're doing. So that'd probably be Saturday or something. I would want to do a Thursday stream simply because that's when the Mega Evolution build and battle starts. So just, again, up in the air, but Monday, Saturday, pretty likely. And yeah, I saw the Mega Ray cap and it's just really, are we seriously living in a world where we're going to put Treasure Tracker into a Mega Rayquaza deck just to find Mega Rayquaza cap? And the answer is no, because this, as I pointed out, this is actually better in non-Mega Ray decks. I guess, yeah, I just go for the Heatmor because I don't believe in myself or anyone else. But I think it's such a weird effect on Mega Rayquaza cap is that it seems like it's a better card in other decks that want energy acceleration but don't want to rely on Audino or Delibird or don't have access to Glass Trumpet. You just put 4 of these in your deck, like maybe Rotom or something when Counterdane's gone, and you play this as your cap, and like that's another option. Is I think this will help things that are not named Mega Ray, which is just very funny to me. Because I don't know if you want to waste a turn or if you want to waste your A-Spec on Treasure Tracker, because you have to go Petrel turn 1 for Treasure Tracker for Mega Ray cap, but how do you get your basics? Right? If your turn 1 supporter is Petrel for the cap, you have to have 4 basics in play, which means you have to have like a Fan Rotom. You have to put like 4 Fan Rotom and 4 Dunsparce or something in your deck or something crazy. And it's just weird. It's just a really weird card. Yeah, like it has to be something like that. And it seems strange to me that it doesn't really have like Mega Ray. Crap. Okay. Okay, so I can knock out the dude. I do have the option of knocking out the Badoo. I Badoo have the option of knocking it out. I Badoo have that option. So I can Petrel for Trolley next turn. So methinks I just go Licking Catch. What, do I have the Trolley? I guess is the main question. Yes, we have the Trolley. Okay, so then I go Magcargo, double energy. Yeah, all the caps. But even then, like you still have, where's the Ray, right? Where's the Ray still needs 3 energy. You know, even if you succeed with the Fan Rotom turn 1 Petrel for 4 cap, for Treasure Tracker for 4 cap, and you have Fan Rotom and 3 to Dunsparce in play, how do you get the energy on the Mega Ray? That's the problem. That's the neat part. You don't. All right, well, if you're just gonna keep sucking butts, I'm gonna let you suck my butt all day, bro. It's every day, bro. You want to keep item locking me? That is totally fine. So it's such a weird card that it seems like it'd be good, but the more you think about it, the more holes you can poke into it like a condom. It just, like, it's 4 energy maximum. You're probably going to prize one, so it's 3. It's your turn 1 attack when you'd rather, you know, do anything else. All right. They're still not doing anything. They still haven't really done anything this entire game, so I'm just gonna Petrel for bosses at this point. We prize the bosses, always fun to do that. And then, yeah, I'll attach to you. I won't have a golden shower. I'll just thin out even more things, because apparently they have no interest in playing the game. And yeah, like Mega Ray, the ability, if it was just like, get rid of the ability. If it was get rid of the ability and it was fire, lightning, and no colorless and no ability, that would be fine. Or if the ability was just, you know, like draw some cards. I would rather have no ability and get rid of the colorless requirement than, you know, anything else. Okay, the fact that I haven't grabbed a freaking Latias is crazy. All right, well, I'm going to attach to the Heatmor. I'm going to boss his hors d'oeuvres, the Fez. I have no idea what the hell they're playing. I don't know what game they're playing at. But I'm going to get another Magcargo set up and knock out whatever they got planned. Because remember, Nitro Circus goes back into your hand. It doesn't go into the... It doesn't reattach itself. Are you ready? Do you want to see what goes back into your hand? There you go. PDCG, I'll let you know. Well, I wonder, what goes back into my hand after I discard it with the effect of an attack? Oh, thank you, PDCGL. I had no idea. Yeah, exactly. You know, if the ability is just, it's top 4, attach a basic energy. I wish it was 3 and attach all, because Regidrago V's first attack is look at the top, discard the top 3 and attach all energy. I think that would be better than look at the top 4, attach 1, because it requires 3. Like, it's a 3 prizer. You knock out 2 of these things, the game is over. I don't care if you got the stupid Summit Stadium. I'll just bump it with my own stadium. So I don't think I was a hater on this one, because normally I'm a lot nicer when new cards are revealed, and then, you know, I trick people into thinking these cards are good. With Mega Ray, I tried to, you know, convince myself that this is somewhat playable and somewhat viable. It just seems like a worse Raging Bolt. That's all it is. Raging Bolt can knock this out turn 1. This takes 2 turns to knock out Raging Bolt. You tell me which is better, the thing that can knock out a 3 prizer in 1 turn, or the 3 prizer that takes 2 turns to knock out a 2 prizer. Exactly. All right, they got their bullets are frosty. Yeah, I have to get the Latias, so I do need some Latias here. Yeah, that's the thing, because when I thought about the cards, I thought about me playing them. So it's like I had to put myself in my own shoes that are see-through. And let's get rid of... Yeah, I don't really need the Ho-Oh, but let's go... Yeah, I don't need the Ho-Oh. We'll go Fez. We'll have the Fez down. Didn't think so. And play with my balls. Get rid of Pinsir and Poké Pad. Go for Latias. Latias, and I do need 1 energy. No, I don't think I attach another energy, because I know they're probably going to have a pretty decent turn here. And then let me go Petrel for a card I don't care. Actually, let's play with my balls a little bit here. Do I want to play with my balls? Press 1 if you think I should play with my balls. Yeah, let's go Ultra Ball, get rid of, I think, Ethan's Adventure and Ursaluna. get the Heatmor. Retreat. So I am susceptible to a red card, and I'm susceptible to like an unfair stamp. So there's some things that could go wrong for sure. But also I have Fez in play, and thank you. And they have to take 5 prizes, and all I need to do is knock out like one thing to win. And Mega Greninja has 350 hit points. So they need a lot to win here. God, I feel naked without chat on screen. You know, the YouTube audience is going to be spoiled, but also the YouTube audience, I won't be able to interact with chat if I'm put on the YouTube voice. It's a conundrum, like which toe do you put in your mouth first? But yeah, it's kind of funny that Magcargo is actually in a decent spot right now because this guy has 350 hit points. And because this dude's got 350, you can perfectly one-shot it. Uh-oh, somebody forgot there's no battle cage. And Ryusham, that's been a thing for 4+ years. It used to happen with, oh, I feel bad for you, Asha Butterfield. It used to be a thing with Professor's Research. You played Professor's Research, and it would show you in 144p in the most grainy image you could possibly see that like you played Research. Thank you, PDCGL. I didn't know that I played the card that I just played. You know, you can go back to watch my original PDC. I implore you, and not just so it gives me more money, go back and watch my old like day 1, week 1 PDCGL gameplay videos. It is embarrassing how they let that walk through the door and that they thought it was ready for public consumption when we already had PDCGO. The fact that they thought the game was even somewhat close to being ready for anyone with a pulse to play the game is just, it was indicative of what was going to happen the next 4.5 years and that we're still living through, is that they had no idea what they were doing. All right, so I think we just got it like that. I just need another ho-ho, which we do have. So I probably should have had the YouTuber voice on a lot earlier because I would have been able to make a Magcargo's kind of freaking goated right now video. And Ryusham, that's a great idea, Ryusham. You're a real fart smella. Did you know that? If somebody hasn't told you recently, you're a real fart smella. So, yeah, apparently Magcargo kind of goated. And Eevee, oh yeah. Well, it was okay, so I barely know anything about audio anymore. But back then it was, what's the cheapest microphone I can get? And it's a Blue Yeti that is like $50. And I tried to, I watched so many YouTube videos about, how do you improve your audio? And it's like, how do you improve your audio? You spend money on a microphone. That's the easiest way. Just spend your money on a microphone. All right. Well, yeah. Oh, this was my build, by the way. This was the Japanese build that was really weird and had like not good cards in it. So I got rid of that. All right, let's play some Charizard. This is a limitless list. Oinky, thank you for the sub. Should I press 1 if I should put on the YouTuber voice and get a YouTube video out of this? Press 1 if I should make a YouTube video and get lots of money. All right, how about I do one game? I do one, this will be the game. Oh, a terrible start. Well, if this is the game, we're off to a terrible start. All right, I will give Zard one chance because I didn't lose a single game in my testing. But remember, I'm gonna have to ignore chat because you're not available to be on screen because you see that weird line there that keeps popping up? There's a note there that says like HTML something internal server error or something. And Trust Your Pilot doesn't know how to fix that because he's a boomer. Boomers these days don't know, oh dear God, what the hell is this hand? Oh, this hand looks worse than my sister cousin. And probably is good. Yeah, they're on the same wavelength. Are you kidding me? Okay, no freaking, no, I'm not doing the stupid YouTube voice. You know what? I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna let them have the turn 1 salvage. This is pathetic. Soon as I play Megazard, Mega Star me. I mean, they're gonna have Mega Frostless. That's the real problem. But like, as soon as I switch off Magcargo, I should just play Magcargo. We should just make a freaking Magcargo video, right? But I wasn't commentating for the YouTube audience, which is the problem, is they need me to talk directly to them. I don't know, now it's such a tough call because Magcargo is really good. And oh, see, I told you they're gonna have the turn 1 Salvatore KO, and I wanted to let them do it. That's why I didn't bench the Oricorio. You know, it would be common courtesy to attach the water energy first, but yeah, it's common courtesy to attach the water energy first, right? So you can let your opponent know that I got it like that. So then when I see the Meowth and then I see the Salvatore, I can concede. Like, remember when I had that game with Magcargo like 20 minutes ago? I showed them. I bossed up the whatever first, and then I did all the things that take, 30, 45 seconds. Because it's common courtesy. Because there's no button here that says, there's no well played button. Yeah, it kind of feels like I should just play Magcargo, but I feel like I used up all my good juices. Like, I feel like I spilled my special sauce all over my keyboard again. Are you making like a blue oyster cult joke, Evie, that kids these days won't understand, and also fellow boomers like me don't understand because Magcargo's a snail? And Spooge Nozzle, I do have that list built, but I wanted to try this one first. And Mega Gardy, yeah, Mega Gardy's good. And I pointed that out in the video yesterday, is that I think Mega Gardevoir is just a better Mega Rayquaza. Because it's the stupid 3 energy attack cost. Mega Gardevoir is the same exact... Okay, need I remind you that I played 3 or 4 test games with this and I went 4-0, and then I get on stream and these are the hands that I'm getting? Literally, the first game I played off stream with Megazard X, I started triple Charmander. I started triple freaking Charmander, and it was all gravy from there. It was all some young gravy from there, and the young gravy tastes the best. Okay, this is fine. It's not like my Meow. It's not like I started... Oh, you've got to be kidding me right now. You've got to be kidding me. Double rare candy, both Zard. What the hell? Okay, Cargo Cult, is that some American thing? Because, up in Canada, we only have like 2 bands, and one of them is Billy Talent. Mega Gardy doesn't have a stadium, but it does have Mystery Garden. It has Wondrous Patch. It has Smoochum. It has better energy acceleration than Mega Ray. You don't need to worry about attaching to it early. It can't give up 3 prizes on turn 1 to a Raging Bolt. And well, I'll put if I don't make a video, I'll just put it on the VODs channel. The VODs channel is doing well. If I don't feel like making an actual YouTube video, I'm okay just putting things on the VOD channel. This is insane. They're literally going to knock out my Meowth with a Barbaracle. They're literally going to... You know what? Just do it. Just do it. You know what? Again, we're just in the same spot as last time. Just have your way with me. If PDCGL is not going to bail me out of this one, no. Oh, yeah, I know you need Battle Cage and Guard. I was just saying, like, it has a stadium that is specifically designed to make it better. It's just, yeah, you'd rather have Battle Cage. All right, well, they're playing a nullifying zero deck. Oh, wow. Okay, you know I gotta do it, right? If the opportunity presents itself, you know I gotta do it. Okay, if I Lillies into energy and no playable basics, I am going to do it. Oh, we got a stupid Charmander. Boo, boo Charmander. All right, well, let's get rid of that and that. Actually, I should have gone for Heatmor. Probably should have just gone for Heatmor, but whatever. Whatever. And yeah, let's talk tail. Oh, I forgot to put the Fez down. Whatever. What are they going to do? Knock out my Charmander? That would never happen. You know, I was preparing. Do you know how much work it takes to put on my YouTuber voice? Like 2 hours. Oh, God, I should have put the Fez down. Well, Meowth leaves, then it comes right back. All right, so, yeah, they're just going to keep double drawing all day. I can literally knock out the Binacle with a Charmander. That's all part of my master plan. So I'm just going to go... Yeah, I just go for Lillies and then put the balloon on the Meowth, hope for Heatmor energy. If I don't get Heatmor energy, I will cry. Oh, baby. Oh, see, and then we get all the Charmander. All right, so let's go Heatmor, Charmander, Oricorio, Fez. But Heatmor is just, if you're playing a fire deck in this day and age, you better have Heatmor in it. Or I guess an evolution fire deck would be more accurate. And then just Charmeleon and I guess an energy, sure. So if they're going to do nothing, then I'm just going to twiddle my thumbs in my balls. I don't know. No, Battle Cage is only effects. So it's effects of attacks and abilities. It doesn't stop damage. Yeah, Heatmor is the freaking GOAT. It's just like how Stunfisk is my favorite lightning card. Heatmor is probably my favorite fire card. Just because it gets everything. It solves all your problems. You know, your ex-wife is being annoying. It gives you a special remote that lets you mute her. All right, well, let's see what happens, I guess. So in this situation, I'm just going to... That changes things. In this situation, I'm going to completely change what I was going to do. Ah, geez. All right. Because if I get one of the pieces off the Fez, then I can Petrel for the other piece. And of course, I get nothing. And of course, I get absolutely nothing. But I still choose to believe, okay? Actually, I don't. I regret everything. I don't believe. I am totally willing to sacrifice the Meowth, though. Because, fun fact, a Zygarde with a core memory does not knock out a Mega Charizard. And Hitsuzen, somebody did comment on the video yesterday about how my math was wrong. Shocker, I know. Because Stunfisk, it doesn't apply, the 100 damage is after weakness and resistance. So technically I was wrong, but also technically I was still right. Because Stunfisk would do 60 plus 60 plus 100, which is 260. But if you have a Brave Bangle, you can still knock out a Mega Ray. So the 30 damage from Stunfisk hits for a weakness, but the extra 100 is not calculated. It's confusing, but technically I was wrong, but technically, if you put a Brave Bangle, my math was still right. So the Canadian education system was half right, which is good enough for us. All right, let's play with my balls. Wait, can I not play with my balls? I thought I could play with my balls. What the hell? Where the hell are my balls and why can't I play with them? Well, I just assumed there was like Ultra Balls or something. Yeah, I just wanted to play with my balls and PTCGL wouldn't let me. Judge, PTCGL won't let me play with my balls. Also, I probably shouldn't have done that because, yeah. Also, I kind of screwed up because now I don't have a free retreater. So let's just attach to the Fez, I guess. Whatever. Let's just... I don't even know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And never dump me down. Well, make sure... So you're basically, you're going streaking at a birthday party is what you're saying. So you might say you're in your birthday suit at a birthday party. Huh? Because birthday suit is slang for being naked. Because the joke there, if you don't know, you're like, what? Why does birthday suit mean naked? Because when you're born, you're naked, right? Which is why you should never wear socks, because you were not born with socks. If humans needed socks, they would have evolved to the point where they grew socks on their feet, but clearly they didn't. Well, to be fair, this is not my deck. I just hit copy to clipboard. So joke's on you. I didn't put any thought into that. You know what? We don't even need anything. I can just manually attach. We don't need a freaking free retreater. Free retreaters are for nerds. Oh, yeah, and then we get... Okay. I'm going to put the Charmander down. Please. Oh, God, this is... I'm going to draw 11 cards and PDCGL still somehow... Yep, still somehow going to screw me over. I'm going to draw 11 cards and PDCGL is still going to screw me... Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Yeah, it's all part of the plan. All part of the master plan that nobody else but me can think of because it's so advanced. But I think you're gonna see that I prized a ton of good cards. All right, 1, 2. Yeah, 1, and then I have to get rid of 3 energy, so that'll be pretty much ready to go. And then I will attach to this Charmeleon. Retreat into this guy, but they can just nullifying 0 for game here, which means I have to go for this guy. So I got to go for this guy to try and stop a nullifying 0. All right, then we Power Glass. So, but I can tell you right now, I prized a lot of balls. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. I must have prized some balls, right? The only way that I can't play with balls is if I can't find them. Because there's balls everywhere if you look hard enough. You just gotta, you know, if they're hiding, then you can't play with them. That's the only downside. I don't think that they have enough Mega Zygarde. You know, just my personal opinion, my personal expert opinion, by the way. But I guess they're thinking of the person who built this on Limitless is, oh, just play Hilda. We don't need... Okay, see? Fun fact, I'm going to get double Zard here. I can see the future. I'm going to get double Zard. Okay, that was not double Zard. Also, I can't really do anything. I have to retreat because I lose the game. See, I told you. I told you they were going to stamp me into exactly what I needed. Didn't I tells you? Didn't I tell? I probably, whatever. All right, so there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is that I have a chance. The bad news is it's not a big one. All right, so I have to get rid of... Yeah, I have to get rid of Nitro Fire, so leave 1 on the active. Nitro Fire, that one. That one, that one. It's a perfect 370 damage. We take the knockout. We got the Nitro Fire back in the hand. I got Fire Breather, which I think is a little too late. Okay, maybe I was wrong about the whole playing with my balls, but Dawn and Hilda are how you're supposed to get your Megazards, okay? You can suck my butt. Did you know that? Oh my god! All right, well, I don't even know what I'm supposed to... I don't think I can win now because they kept stamping me and I kept never getting anything that I needed. And wait, did I waste all 4 Lillies? Yep, all 4 Lillies are done. Oh, this game is great. All right, it looks like they're going for a nullifying 0, which is actually a terrible decision, but they have to assume that I might have it next turn. Well, they didn't win, but they can very easily win next turn. Also, they just activated Fezandipiti. Like, there was no way that that was going to work out for them. Oh my god, I think I just won. Okay, so wait, do I go for the Hilda for... No, we save the Hilda. Because I just won. Because I just won the game. Okay, well, actually, do I go for Energy Retrieval here? Yeah, just go for Energy Retrieval. I don't need anything else. Yeah, I could go for Hilda, but let's just go for Energy Retrieval. Yeah, there was no way that was going to work out for them, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah, they clearly did not think that one through. Is because if they hadn't done that, I wouldn't have been able to activate the Fez. They should have just hit into my Zard and just been like, I believe in the heart of the cards. Well, there you go. Trust your pilot, #1 Mega Zard player who copy and pasted their list from Limitless. Okay, there was one ball. I only have one ball that I can play with in this deck. And why would you... you don't need Dax Bum when you can just play Wallies. They must go to school. Hey, that's mean. You know, back in my day, we had to walk 20 miles uphill in snow to get to school. And they just for them to tell us that the teacher was attacked by a polar bear. And now they're a werebear. And that's really cool. And then we're like, that's really cool. Why can't they teach us? Like, well, because they would eat you. And it's like, yeah, but they're a freaking werebear, man. And I'm not throwing shade on anybody because I don't look into all the drama. I don't really care about any drama that happens on Twitter unless it benefits me monetarily. Oh baby, oh baby, we got the sauce. That we're gonna boot them straight to the shadow. Oh god. Okay. Well, here we go. Okay, actually, here we go. This is great. This is amazing. Okay, well, I mean, they're going to probably give me a Badoo, which means I can't Petrel for anything useful. But if I just go Petrel, you can suck. There is no way. There is no way they're going to get Crushing Hammer Heads into Energy Badoo and then leave me stuck like my stepsister in the... Okay, thank you. I do have to waste an Energy Retrieval, which isn't great, but, you know, the fact that we got the Cinderace start is fine with me. Okay, so I do actually have Precious Trolley. The question is, do I want to do it? And the answer is, hell yes. Who needs a turn 1 good card when you can do this? All right, let's get Oricorio. Let's get Charmander. Actually, do I go for Heatmor? Because then I can retreat the Cinderace into Heatmor and get more dudes. And get more dudes, but no, this is fine. This is fine. We're fine. Everything's great. Everything is awesome. Okay, yes, thank you, PTCGL. And it's actually a good thing that my Charmander are slightly getting beaten off right now. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's put them on 1, 2. I think I spread them like cheeks. The reason I'm spreading my energy around like they're cheeks is because I might need to retreat a Fez or an Oricorio if they go boss, knockout, double charm. This is going pretty well. I'm about to absolutely obliterate a Dragapult player with Megazard that has 0 weaknesses. There is no way that a Megazard deck can lose to Dragapult when they got nothing going on. I'm going to have all my freaking energy in play right away. And if they stamp me after knocking out the Badoo, that's actually good. There's no way. Oh my god. What is happening? They have a heavily damaged Dreepy, which is in 3 energy territory. So I only need 3 energy to knock out this Dreepy. Obviously, they'll find a Monkey Dory to heal it. All right, so let's go 1, one. Actually, I guess I do attach to the Fez, but that just makes it more of a target. And I much prefer shopping at Walmart. So I'll still put it on the Fez, because now they can just go Monkey Dory, Boss, Dragapult. But if they don't do that, I can free retreat into Fezandipiti and pick off whomever I want. That's the thing. You can never forget that Fezandipiti is a good attacker. Is you want to pick off a Dracloak? Fezandipiti. Oh, damn it. This is not going to be a YouTube video. God, I just want a freaking YouTube video. This is cruel and unusual punishment. Trust Your Pilot wanted a YouTube video, and what Trust Your Pilot wants, he better freaking get. I hate all of you. I hate whoever designed this game. This is cruel and unusual punishment, and I will stand for it. There I was. So again, there's my balls. I abstain from talking about specifics when it comes to how much money I make, just because it fluctuates. Like, it literally changes 200% month to month. But my paycheck from YouTube last month versus Twitch was literally 10 times more on YouTube. So if you're wondering, how much money do I make from YouTube and Twitch? Well, I make 10 times more on YouTube. And wait, is that Lillie Pichu? Welcome in, Lillie Pichu. Yeah, no, don't think that I make a lot of money. No, it's the other way around. It's that I don't make very much on Twitch. You know, it's not, oh, I must make a ton of money on Twitch and I make 10 times more on YouTube. I don't make very much on Twitch or on YouTube. Yeah, if you're ever wondering, why do I Twitch just to put a YouTube video up? Well, it's because I make 10 times more on YouTube. You know, what you have to remember is there's 71 people watching me live right now. On the VODs channel, if I don't make a YouTube video out of this, if I just post the VOD raw and uncut on the VODs channel, it'll get 1,000 views, like minimum. It'll get 1,000 views. So the 71 of you that are here right now, you are literally less than 10% of the audience that this stream is going to get. Just like to put the numbers in perspective. Like, I'm not trying to make you feel small like Mr. Paddlebottom does when I pay her a little bit extra. And Vertrum's because you get to start it. Hey, I wish that would have been a YouTube game because I absolutely sauced them up there. I basted them with my special sauce, but then, you know, we got our first ever Dragapult player who didn't just have it like that. Also, am I gonna hit level 500? I'm not gonna hit it before I go on my hiatus, so I'll probably hit level 500 during the 30th celebration mark. Oh, you're referring to the boss play? Yeah, I have no idea. I think maybe they thought that Cinderace had a retreat cost, or they were just, you know, they were just memeing. All right, this is a pretty good start. And pay me, well, that's why you got Prime Catcher for. That's what we got Prime Catcher for, or just use Cofagrigus. I think Cofagrigus is better. Right? If you want to play an evolution psychic type that heals a Mega Gardevoir, play Cofagrigus. Wait, is this the same person, or is this just the world being weird? All right, so let's go for Heatmor. And I will go for another Charmander. That's how Damien said Charmander. Remember back on the anime? That's how Damien said Charmander. It was Charmander. And yes, if you haven't redeemed the new code, it is Floral Furry. So if you're a furry who likes flowers, type in that code, and you get 1,000 of each currency, or 1,000 of one of the currencies, and then some random Butterfree sleeves. And that's what you get when you let your heart win. Same person? Okay, so then they clearly have the worst luck. They clearly angered the PTCGL gods. So let's get you, and then I guess Charmeleon and that. How much do you want to bet that they don't see that Heatmor can knock out the Badoo? But I can't knock out the Badoo because I have to just keep thinning my deck. Though they're having much better luck this time around, which is concerning. But that's a lot of codes. And I didn't check to see when Floral Flurry... I should probably check that right now. When does Floral Flurry expire? Because all the other ones expire when Pitch Black comes out next month. When does this one expire? This one expires also July 16th. So every code expires right before Pitch Black comes out at 10 a.m. on July 16th. I mean, it's a little weird that they put the monkey, that they're putting all these dudes into play before they got Frisky Ruins. And is a Dragapult player getting punished in back-to-back games? Ah, they got it. Okay. Okay, enough with the crushing hammers, bro. What are you, a hammer, bro? I mean, you should have gone for the one on the active. Okay, if I get a good top deck, no, oh, then, I mean, it's not a good top deck, but it is a top deck, so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna attach to the Zard, licking catch, because I can play with my balls now, so I think the longer the game goes, the worse it is for me. And Mega Charizard Y doesn't really help. Why doesn't it help? Because Dragon Ball has a built-in bench barrier, and also my butt is gonna get sucked. So I lost my Nitro Fire, which is bad. But, oh God, like we're halfway through the stream and I still don't know if I'm making a YouTube video because I still haven't put on the YouTube voice. Worst case scenario, I'll just put like, I built the best Charizard Nitro Fire Energy deck in the world, or Magcargo with Nitro Fire Energy is so hot right now. You know, the only thing hotter than this deck is me. Cause I'm sizzling. I'm smoking. That's Ace Ventura's tagline. Okay, so I have Ultra Ball for Fezandipiti. Fezandipiti is gonna have to bail me out of this. I'm one-shotting the Dragapult. I think I have a Power Glass somewhere. That's fantastically horrible. Thank you. Okay, so what do we got? We got 2 energy in there. I think I just play with my balls. And then, ooh, I got a Meowth. So yeah, I guess because I have everything, I Meowth this turn. And energy retrieval for, ooh, that's not great. Okay, so that's going to go there. I do need 4 energy, which is... Oh, because there's a Nitro. I was like, what's the other one? Wait, do I just go for Fire Breather? Yeah, sure, let's just go for Fire Breather. Who cares what the correct play is? I'd rather do the erect play. All right, so 1, 2, 3, honestly 4. I guess 1 on the Oricorio. This is weird. Actually, do I retreat this guy? No, because they can't knock this dude out. And didn't they already stamp me or something? I wasn't paying attention. No, they didn't red card me either. All right, then I'm gonna air balloon the Meowth and then go Inferno X. I need to get rid of 3 energy, so 1, 2, because it's 360. What am I, an Xbox? Oh, it's 270. Oh crap. I was too focused on making the joke. See, this is the problem, is I was too focused on making a funny joke that I forgot to do math. So yeah, I would have won this game if I was paying attention. But okay, that's actually really good, especially if they go for the or. This is really good. I'm kind of glad I made this mistake. Because they have to knock out a Megazard for game, but they're going for the Oratorio, which is not awesome, right? Oh, this is great. No, this might actually work out for me. This might actually be like a surprisingly good mistake. Okay, honestly, I'm not making this up. This could actually be really good. All right, so let's do that. Inferno X, get rid of 1 energy on the active, and then I think I just win. Chadwick, thank you for the sub. Yeah, now I activated the red card. I activated the red card, and now we win. Used to be called Shame Concede before Ample Sample. All right, so I guess in this situation, I would just Lilies and hope, because I can't get the other Megazard. They got a whole bunch of things. A surprisingly good mistake. Surprisingly good mistake. Okay. It'd be cool if I could top deck a bosses, because then I just win the game if I top deck a bosses. But obviously, they're going to shut off my items. So yeah, Petrel doesn't really make any sense unless I really wanted to go for bosses. Okay. All right. I see how it's going to be today. Oh, golly gee, mister. You sure know how to make a girl hot underneath her undercarriage. Oh, my undercarriage is sizzling. I think I might have blown a gasket. Can you check it? Can you blow on it to make sure it's no longer smoking hot anymore? That's my impression of Jessica Simpson in The Dukes of Hazzard, 2007, starring Johnny Knoxville and Jessica Simpson. Yeah, I'm just cool like that. I'm awesome. So I just win. If they get a Dragapult, then they have to math their way to victory. If they can't do math as well as a Canadian like me, then I win. See, I told you, never ever punished. Trust your pilot is the GOAT. Oppenheimer? What the hell? Wait, what the hell is this doing in here? No, get that out of here. No, bad. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. All right, so because of the Veltal, I have to attach to the Meowth, and I can't really do anything else. Joke's on you. I already have everything I need to win, as long as you don't boss up the Meowth and trap it. Ah, what a nerd. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I do need to rely on some energy recovery here, or else we're really screwed and we're not fine. There's a Nitro Fire, which is some would say that's a fire top deck. Press 1 if you agree that that's a fire top deck. I wonder what Nitro Fire does. I really wish I could see the card up close. Oh, thank you, PDCGL. Oh, man, I had no idea what that card did. I'm really glad the game showed me up close. All right, well, they finally got the Frisky Ruins. I can play my items. The question, I don't think I can really do anything, though. Right? It's, if I knock out the Veltal, that's good. If they bring up the Meowth, that's bad. It's actually very bad if they boss the Meowth and trap it for a turn. But they have to do a lot. Yeah, back in the day, if you go rewatch those old videos, preferably with the sound off, if you go watch those old videos, and you watch somebody play Professor's Research, it was in literally 144p. Sometimes I exaggerate, but you know how you could actually read that card when it was shown to you? They basically took the size here, not the Embiggen size. They took this card here, that size, and just blew it up. They didn't code in like 1080p versions of the cards that should fill the screen. They just took this here and blew it up and showed it to you. And remember that that was something somebody did. That was not like, oh, we're going to make a mistake. Oh, we made a mistake doing that. Somebody literally chose to be like, hey, when you play research, what should happen? Oh, I know. We'll freaking show it to you like in the highest resolution, because then how else would you know? All right, we're going to trap the Meowth. That's fine. Also, they just gave me a Meowth, which is interesting. But I can just attach to it and we're fine. That's totally okay. Let's Poké Pad out the Charmander, I guess, but I can't put anybody into play. Let's go Energy Retrieval. 1, 2. Sure, do that. And then I'm going to have to freaking tuck tail. Really? You're going to make me tuck tail? So I can tuck tail and then... So what they should be doing is putting the damage on this Charizard. They have to put a Darkness Energy on the Munkidori, put the damage on this Charizard, and then they have to one-shot this Charizard with Dragapult before I find a bosses. So maybe I should have played Lilies or something, but I'm terrified of commitment. I think there's a switch. I'm a bosses away from winning. But because it's Dragapult and they have to have every card under the sun that makes the deck playable, they can now use Yveltal to buy themselves time. All right, well, let's go. There's a Heatmor. And yeah, it's just kind of attach Lilies. Actually, I think I can put the Fez down, right? Yeah, I can put the Fez down and that's okay. And then I can Lily's Determination. There's a switch. Little not great timing for that, but bumping, that's good. So if I put the Oricorio down, that's good. If I tuck tail, that's really good. The only thing that can go wrong is if they have boss, Risty Ruins, Dragapult. That is the only thing that can go wrong, is if they have boss, Risty Ruins, Dragapult. They're only down 1 Risty Ruins, because they would go Risty Ruins, drop a basic, Munkidori 20 more damage, have Dragapult deal 200 damage, and then KO for game. And since Lena's not here, that means it's not going to happen, because no one is spamming the shut your mouth emote. And I have Meowth for bosses. So if they don't special red card me, we're fine. And even if they... Oh, so they... Oh, right. Wait, what? Oh, right. It had 60 damage on. Oh, so they screwed up. Oh, they had it too. They probably had it. Oh, they had it. They literally probably had it. I mean, we'll never know now. They pulled... Oh, they're down 3 boss. Okay, so they're out of bosses. They've already used 3 bosses. So yeah, they're out. But that would have been funny if they had a 4th boss, Dragapult, and they lost. But okay, they also recovered from it. They were never punished. Watch them have... There's no way you have 4 bosses in that deck, okay? There's no way there's a 4th boss is. There's no way the last card in your hand is a 4th boss is. Thank you. Okay, God. And watch me not have my other bosses in the deck. Watch the other bosses not be in there. Hey, there it is. Because I could have gone for, this guy. This guy could have knocked out the Meowth, but I would have had to put a Charmander in harm's way. All right, so yes, thank you, PDC, thank you, PDCGL. And just to be a butt face, I'm gonna waste their time. We just did a best of 3 with this guy, completely wiped the floor with them. All right, so 1, 2, and then just all the energy. No, but it's less than a month. 7 and 1, 1442. So it's less than a month. So if you want to get the full value out of a month sub on Twitch, now is like the last day to do it. All right. Well, Okay. Yeah, we're level 465, 365. I don't know. Hey, look at my win-loss ratio. Look at the wins don't lie. All right, let's play. Which one has the most Delphox in them? This one I think has a 3-2 list. Don't look at the Delibird list. That's the Max Rod. That's a 3-1-2 with a Chi-Yu for some reason. That's a 4. Oh, this one's a beefy boy. No, so my hiatus is what, like 28 days? Because either probably the 25th will be my last stream. And also I'm going to be, streaming not as much over the next 2.5 weeks because gotta do all my pitch black prep. And I might prep a few videos to, go live while I'm not here. No. Just no. Okay? Wow, what a fantastic hand. Oh, no, Shiny Ray, you are not Clan Burglar, okay? Quit trying to take the throne. This is not Game of Thrones. Clan Burglar is not your sister wife. You can't try to take the throne from him. Hey, it's Magnetric. Oh, this is great. You're playing it about a month too early, but I like it. I like your style, bro. And we just get the Lillie's top deck. My balls are in my mouth right now. All right, do I have any retreat cards? Probably not, right? I mean, I have 2 air balloons, so I may as well go for the Heatmor and just be like, yeah, if I get air balloon energy, I have Heatmor and a crazy start. Worst case scenario, I just call for family. Well, I'll take it, I guess. So let's Poké Pad for... I mean, I do have a rare candy, so I guess I just go for Delphox then. Yeah, well, it's not my... No, I just said it's not my last stream. I still have probably 3 or 4 streams before Pitch Black. Hang on. Do I want... No, I don't want the Oricorio yet. Just in case they have boss, energy, whatever. But this is a great matchup for me. No, it's a few streams before Pitch Black on the 16th, and then probably 8 streams of Pitch Black until I leave, and then I'll be back in full force. I'll be flashing everybody named Ray back on September 16th when 30th Celebration comes out. And I'll have, my usual slate of preview stuff as well. All right, well, I go Rare Candy Delphox. I'm not going to risk the Fez. The Heatmor's pretty freaking goated. They are going to put a ton of energy into play. So this could just be a Delphox game. I only need, 11 total energy between the 2 of us. And if I get a Charizard and Oricorio, that's it. Press 1 if you believe in the heart of the cards. Press 1 to hear Trust Your Pilot beat someone off on the internet. And you don't even have to pay extra for it. All right, so Rare Candy on Fennekin. And then, I think I just put the Oricorio down. Oh, geez. Trust Your Pilot doesn't know what to do. Because he knows that PDCGL hates his face. All right, let's just put the Fez down. You know what? Let's not believe in the heart of the cards for once in my life. Let's believe in drawing... Are you kidding me right now? Okay, I believe I made the right decision by not believing in the heart of the cards, because what the hell is this crap? Yeah, let's get rid of Lana's Aid and probably Charmander or something. I don't freaking know. And then let's go for a Breaksin. See, because I didn't believe, that was actually a good thing. So I have 12. I have 12 outs to energy. I have 12 outs to energy that I can get with Fezandipiti. So I have more than a third of my deck is energy, and I'm drawing 3 cards, so I'm guaranteed to get an energy. Okay, that's fine. I would have rather just drawn an energy. That would have been pretty cool. Instead of doing whatever the hell this crap is. And no, I'm not going to Delphox. I'm not that dumb. I may be dumb looking, but I'm not stupid. All right, so let's go. We have a Megazard. I guess I just go for 3 energy or something? And then, okay, how do I do this? Because I only have, what, 8 energy? Prime Catcher on Charmeleon. That's actually fine. Actually, that's terrible because now I can't get a Mega. God, I knew something was going to happen. I knew I shouldn't. But if the thing is, if I had done it the other way, I wouldn't have got the energy. So it's like I had to do what I did, which turned out to be the wrong move because I had the freaking Prime Catcher. But if I didn't do that, then I would have lost. All right, so I just go up with the Heatmor again. Hope they don't have a bosses, which they probably will have. Shiny Ray, YouTube actually changed their back end. So it used to show you your like and dislike percentage. It doesn't do that anymore. So I don't know how to check likes and dislikes. But I guess I can try to find them. I guess it'd be under like analytics or something. So let me check, but I imagine it's pretty bad. Let me see analytics. What's the like ratio? Because they don't want creators to feel bad about themselves. Likes versus dislikes. Oh, it's actually 99% positive. Seriously? 99% of you liked that video? Okay, that's pretty cool. It's actually performing better than my average. Was not expecting that one. Okay, well, if they just boss my Charmander, I lose the game. Yep, there's a Charmander. If you get bossed, I lose the game, so that's fun. And then let's go for a... I mean, I guess I kind of have to boss the electric. And then just hope. Nah, I'm going to believe in the... Oh, God. I'm going to believe in the heart of the cards. It didn't let me down last time. Well, actually, it did. All right, well, there's Stamp. That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. I'm going to put the air balloon on this guy. And then Unfair Stamp. They don't have a Dunsparce. I already won this game. I'm guaranteeing you I've already won this game because you might not know this. And this might shock you, so make sure you're sitting down and you got your hands covering your cheeks. I am him. I know, right? Hard to believe, but I am. Okay, so I'm willing to get rid of 1 energy with Delphox. Just to not get screwed over by PDCGL as much as I normally do. And then... yeah, I can get rid of Fennekin and Breaksin. Why did I put the air balloon on the Delphox? Now that I'm thinking about it, why did I put the air balloon on the Delphox when I might need to retreat the Heatmor? Oh, well, never mind. All right, so then we go Licking Catch. And yeah, just get 1, 2, 3. As long as they don't have a judge or something, I can very easily knock this out, and they don't have a Revenge KO. And kilometers, exactly. They've already used their ace spec, so this Mega Charizard is surviving no matter what they do. Oh, God. All right, so I have to rare candies, nuts fit in your mouth. I got all the balloons. I'm going to try to knock out the Mega Magnetric with a Delphox, but obviously there's a chance that doesn't happen. All right, so if I go, yeah, Special Red Card, let's get that out of there. I'm going to go Air Balloon on the Zard. How many energy we got? We got 2 energy in there. That's all the energy I need, baby. And then I'm going to attach to you. I'm going to let PDCGL decide if I'm cool like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Fez for more. Shut the door. Okay. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you, PDCGL. May I have another? All right, let's go get another Charmander. Never mind. Let's not do that. So get one of these guys. So I have 1 energy left in deck. I have 2 in my balls. That's always fun. Oh, baby. Oh, ho, ho. That's how good Trust Your Pilot is at Pokemon cards. And you thought I was going to lose this game. You were like, oh, Trust Your Pilot can't win this game. He's too handsome. Someone that handsome can't be this good at Pokemon cards. Probably should have attacked with the one in the back. Don't worry about it. Now what are you going to do, bro? I got Judge. I got Watchtower up the wazoo. I got Energy Retrievals. There's nothing you can do to win. Unless you have a Mega Electros, bosses, and a bunch of energy. But aside from that, there's nothing you can do to win. Okay, well, there's red card. When I only have 13 cards left, that's not... Okay, that's fine. So what exactly do I do? Who's the best target to go for? Like, they might have a Stun Fist or something. Yeah, they might have Stun Fist. But I can just boss the Manectric. There's a Poffin. Stunfist is still the GOAT, by the way. You know, you may be a... What is it? You may be a trap, but you're still a GOAT. No, never dump you down. If you hit the dislike button, I will, you won't be a mod anymore. Mods have to like every one of my videos without even watching it. Those are the rules. But I saw a lot of people split, like James McAvoy, on the goodness of Mega Ray. A lot of people were hyping it up, right? I think I saw, you know, things on Twitter, like people like, oh, this is the greatest, this is a crack card, Jimmy Crackcorn, and I don't care. And people are like, oh, this card's cracked, it's the greatest card ever. And I'm like, it's just the worst Raging Bolt. You know, Raging Bolt gives up less prizes, does more damage more easily, has easier partners, has better backup attackers. Reshiram EX is better than this. Zekrom EX is better than this. Oh, God. Yeah, I kind of figured this was going to happen. All right. Well, good news is I can boss their Electric. So there's this good news, bad news situation is I kind of figured they'd do something like this. Alternatively, I could just let them, you know, put more damage on the Fez. Because I don't currently have an energy, even though I have all the things in my deck. Yeah, sure. Let's make this game interesting. And never dump me down. Who is playing Zekrom? No, I'm just saying, like, yeah, exactly. Foodler, you just made my point for me. Who is playing Zekrom EX? And Zekrom EX is a better card than this. So you're asking, who is playing that? Exactly. This is a better card than Zekrom, and no one's playing Zekrom. All right, so let's bring this up. I will attach to the Fez, and then I go end turn because I can't retreat. And Zekrom EX can easily one-shot a Mega Ray with, like, maximum. You put maximum belt on Zekrom, it can be an untouched virgin and still knock it out. So you made my point for me is, who is playing Zekrom? Exactly. Who's playing Zekrom? Who's going to play Mega Ray? All right. Well, I'm not going to whip my deck out here. There's a Judge. All right. So let's go retreat. The Electric is a slight problem. You can use Bouffalante and Cape. And Oppenheimer, why wouldn't you just play Kangaskhan? You know, there's just so many holes you can poke in every strategy you can think of. And Shiny Ray, that's because you're a terrible person. I'll be playing it in here. Yes, because you're a terrible person, Shiny Ray. Yet you need to preface that. You're a terrible person. But there's better colorless Pokemon. I'd rather play Mega Kangaskhan and not have to worry about fire and lightning, and I can just play, like, I can smooch them like toes. And never dump me down. That deserves a pin. So a fun fact, they can win next, no, they can't win next turn. I was going to say they can win next turn. They cannot win next turn. 420, baby. No, that you're still a terrible person. And never dump me down because you're spitting facts. I had to pin that even though people aren't going to get the code anymore. So remember, it's Floral Furry. If you type in Floral Furry on PDCGL, you get free stuff. Did they just attack with an Electric? Did they just stunt on me with an Electric attack? Yes, that's a good one. Never dump me down. 2022, Miles. 2022. Oh yeah, now Clam Burglar shows up after all the terrible puns have been made. All right, well, let's, I'm apparently the best Charizard player in the freaking world, so let's just keep it going. PDCGL wasn't out in 2021. It was a 2022 release. And Tank Ray with Mega Audino and Backtrack Badge and Tropicos and Glass Trumpet. And then you go 0 for 3 on Mega Audino. You go 0 for 3 on Backtrack Badge again. You don't hit any energy on Mega Ray's ability. And you never find your Glass Trumpet. Then what, Foodler? Then what, Foodler? Right? Because I had to put it into perspective of what if I'm playing Mega Ray? What's going to go wrong? Well, obviously, the first thing that's going to go wrong is we're never going to hit Champion's Roar. So I will never hit an energy off Champion's Roar, which means I need to somehow get 3 energy on a Mega Ray, which is impossible because you have to hit Champion's Roar if you want anything to happen. So if you want to do 150 damage turn 1, oh my god, you have to hit Champion's Roar and play Crispin, but then what else are you doing? There's no Squawkabilly EX to draw you more cards turn 1. So I'm just more or less, I'm thinking about turn 1, because how many times have I been playing an EX deck? Like, how many times have I started Oricorio and I'm facing Raging Bolt and they're just like Crispin, Odrapon, Grass, Knockout, 210, 2 prizes, you insurmountable. Right? In order for Mega Ray to knock out an Oricorio turn 1, you have to hit 2 Champions Roar and your turn 1 supporter has to be Crispin. But most of the time, you're going to have like a Fez or something in the active. Did they just prematurely go and get a Lillies? And I'm about to ruin their whole, I'm about to clap their whole cheeks, all 3 of them. Well, I mean, I feel like I gots to, right? I feel like I gots to. But I also, I mean, I gots to, right? I got to believe in the heart of the cards and just be funny. This is going to be the game I lose because I believe too, I believe too hard. I thrusted and busted too hard. And I didn't. Oh, we got. Oh, God. oh, pass pilot. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? All right. Well, get a Lillies. But pass pilot. What were you thinking putting the sushi in here? Yeah, that's the other funny thing is, hey kids, you want to play Mega Rayquaza? Well, it'd be a real shaman if there was a Pokemon that was a lightning type that did 140 damage and shut off your Mega Ray's ability. And could get rid of, could Crushing Hammer away all your energy. It'd be a real shame if we had a lightning type that one-shot this card. I just judged them into Dawn Rare Candy Energy. I just judged them into Dawn Rare Candy Energy. Are you kidding me? So they got Dawn. They got Dream Feature Cloak Greninja. Okay, well then by rule, I have to get Rare Candy Zard Energy. Okay, I mean we're close. We're close. I do have to ditch the breaks in, so we're gonna go get the Fez. I mean, I still think it's figuratively impossible for me to take the KO, but that doesn't mean I can't believe. If I had energy in the discard pile, we could do it. Okay, sorry, Fennekin. Sorry, bud. I got some bad news for you. You have to take one for the team, bro. Sorry, Fennekin. You're the least important of all the cards on my board. And I mean, you're actually kind of important, which is sad to say, but I can just top deck a Rare Candy. You know, I gave them Dawn Rare Candy Energy, and the fact that I didn't get Rare Candy is kind of sad. And fingers crossed for a Shaman EX reprint. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely a Shaman EX reprint incoming. So, you know, I'm obviously every time new Delta Rain cards are revealed and they have some sort of Psy energy with Mega Ray. Oh my god. I judged them into Rare Candy Dawn Water. Their prize and top deck entry cloak was Surfing Beach Froakie Water Lilies. What the hell? Yeah, anytime there's a new card revealed, I'll, you know, look at it in the lens of, does this make Mega Ray better? Same with 30th Celebration, because again, Delta Rain is 2 months after 30th Celebration, and 30th Celebration is still 2 months or whatever away. It's flustercluck. So my opinion could evolve over time, which a male Salandit will not do. Mods, if it's not true, you get to ban Devilish Greg. If Devilish Greg is trolling, you can ban them. All right, let's play with my balls a little bit, because that's always fun. I'll go for Fennec. Actually, I'll go for Charmander, because I lose the game anyway. All right, then play with my balls, get rid of that and that. I also need energy. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, is that energy has eluded me here. You know, only 7 in the deck. So I need energy rare candy. Oh, this game is great. This game is so much fun. Oh, I thought you said, have you heard that we're getting... You know I can't read. You can't trick, you know, me like that, okay? It's not fair to trick an illiterate Canadian. No, we're not getting new A specs. If we are, it'll be a surprise to the rest of us. All right, so let's attract some customers. Oh, thank you. But I actually need the lilies more. But no, Devilish Dread, we are not getting new A specs as far as I know. Where did you hear that? Yeah, see, you know I can't read. And no, do not buy Treasure Tracker. We have to wait. You know, I would not recommend going out and buying Treasure Tracker unless it's like 50 cents, then sure. You know, you can make a speculative pick. Because, fun fact, if I had speculated on Celebrations codes, back when they were 5 cents, if I had stocked up and bought thousands, I literally would have made about $10,000. I wish I was exaggerating, but Celebrations codes, when they first came out, they were worthless on PTCGO because the cards inside were worth nothing in trades, and the packs themselves only awarded 4 cards. So nobody valued Celebrations codes. But then PTCGL came out, and the best way to credit farm was with Celebrations. So if I had stocked up when they were 5 cents, they peaked at about $1 each. So I would have raised like 95%. Don't make me do math. But if I had speculated, I did make some money because, you know, when they were like 15 cents and I saw they were selling for 50 cents, I made the gambit. But then retailers caught on, and then retailers started selling them for $1. But I just, you know, it's my biggest regret other than not... I was going to make a Jennifer Lawrence joke, but I screwed it up. Yes, back in the day. Back in the good old days. All right, well... Oh, God, they're just going to Mirage Barrage my Fez and my Fennekin, aren't they? Whatever, we're just going to go for it. We're just going to go for it and hope. Okay, I mean, I do have Boss's KO, right? So let's get rid of Fire Breather and that. Go for... Oh, I thought I had a Breaksin. Give me a Breaksin. And fun fact, this is the Judge build, so naturally I never found any one of those. All right, let's go 1, 2. And then Oricorio. I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do after this. Because yes, I'm knocking out their Mega Greninja, but then I'm going to have a heavily damaged Mega Charizard that can be cleaned up in a very easy manner here. But yeah, it's the biggest regret is if I'd known, then I could have made thousands upon thousands of dollars just reselling Celebrations codes. But the reason I gave at the time and the reason why I didn't do it is because in order for me to make money, I would have had to rely on the PTCGL devs kind of being incompetent and hating their players. Right? Because, oh, yep, they're going to boss the Fez. Because the Battle Cage does not stop Mirage Barrage. Yep, there's the boss on the Fez and the KO. I told you exactly what was going to happen. But it's just, it relied on the PTCGL dev not balancing their own game. And it's like, well, there's clearly a way to exploit code cards to gain an unfair advantage with celebrations. And it's like, it required them to not, you know, care about their game and fix this exploit. And, you know, they didn't for like a year and a half. And then they finally, you know, fixed everything and turned the battle pass to 100 levels and just gave everything away and gave you tons of free decks and everything was fun. And we were all happy and the world was a better place. Let's play this one and then go back to Magcargo. And Oppenheimer, well, yeah, I've played this game for 4.5 years and just go check out the playlist. If you ever like, wow, Pilot sure seems to hate live. I have a playlist with over 30 videos detailing how terrible this game is. Right, from the Pokemon Go fiasco to, I think the first ever issue that happened with live, aside from the game just, you know, looking terrible and running terribly and the slow gameplay and the cards looking like crap and all that, the first unintended issue with live was the game would eat your code cards. I'm trying to get the VODs viewers, because this is going on the VODs channel. I'm too lazy to make a main channel video out of it. This is for the VODs viewers to try and trick them to check out the main channel. What was I ranting about? Yeah, the first thing that went wrong is you migrated day one because we all thought, oh, a new Pokemon card game. Why wouldn't we migrate right away? It's not like the game's going to be a massive disaster. But after about a week, it turned out if you redeemed a code card in live, it would eat your code and you would get nothing. And that was when code cards actually cost money. You know, back in my day, code cards costed money. And yeah, it was very fun. All right, so obviously we use Dawn here because we all know what PTCGL is going to do to me. So let's go Dawn, Charmander, yeah, Charmeleon, Charizard, I guess. That'll go down, and I mean, I guess technically it doesn't really matter what I do in life or anything else, but let's just attach to the Oricorio. Let's go Scorched Earth. So if you didn't know, Scorching Earth discard a stadium, and now they can't play stadiums. But yeah, so the game would eat your codes, and you wouldn't get anything. There was no reimbursement. There was nothing like that. So they shut off code card redemption like a week after the game launched. Back when the game originally launched, there was no good economy. The economy was horrible. The only way to get credits to get new cards was to redeem code cards. What's a festival lead counter? This is the perfect festival lead counter. Is you Scorching Earth a Dipplin, knock it out, then they can't play another stadium. So they basically just printed this. So I was like, oh, what if festival lead becomes insane? We need to stop it. And it's like, no, you got Slowking Kyurem. That kind of tampers it down a little bit. Yeah, back in the day when the game first launched, you couldn't just craft cards easily. You had to buy packs, but there wasn't enough in-game currency because the economy was stupid. The only thing you could do was redeem code cards, and a week after the game launched, they shut off code card redemption, and I'd already migrated my entire PTCGO account along with thousands of other people, and we were just stuck like oh, crap. All right, well, I can potentially knock out the Mega Ray. The question is, how much do I believe in the heart of the cards? And the answer is not at all. All right, well, I'm going to evolve into Charmeleon. There's a Fennekin, that's not bad. All right, well, I mean, my duty is clear here. I'm just going to... Probably should use the energy retrieval, but don't worry about it. Okay, I'm kind of glad I didn't get a ton of basics there. Let's go retreat into Fennekin. I go for... I mean, that's a pretty gas hand right there. No matter what they do, my balls are glistening. And no, I'm just talking about back then is they shut off code card redemption when the only way to get currency was with code cards. So they made the game basically unplayable a week after launch. And that's when you first started to see... Lena's here. That's when you first started to see people go back to PTCGO. Like, I think it was... The game launched in February, and by April, every single YouTuber had gone back to PTCGO except me. It might have been May, but I think I took a break in that April, and I didn't play at all in April. And then when I came back, I was like, there's literally no one playing PTCGL, so I guess I'll do it. And I was the only one who played it for about a year. All right, so there we go. This is kind of goated, but also not really, because actually they can't knock out a Megazard, and I just knock out double Magnetric. So pretty simple. I'm not even gonna try honesty here. Yeah, I'm gonna stunt on him. I don't care if it's the right move or the wrong move, I'm stunting on him. Yeah, what are you gonna do, bro? I got freaking 6 energy Megazard. What do you got, bro? I have a Hulk. Now, there's a bosses. And then, yeah, I'll just whatever. Okay, yeah, Pokégear, great card. Love this Pokégear card. It's fantastic. I mean, I need to get rid of 4, right? So if I Prism Tower away the Charizard and the Rare Candy, that's cool. Those are some balls that I can play with. So we're pretty good. 90, 180, 270, 360. All I need is an energy retrieval and the game is over. So naturally, I won't get any of that stuff. Wow. Okay, well, there's found where my balls are. And I talked about this. Didn't I mention this in the 10 cards you're not playing video? Or am I mentioning that in the top 10 cards in Pitch Black? Whatever. This card is good. If you're playing a Lightning deck in 2026, you should definitely think about a 1/1 Kilowattrel, especially if you have like a 4/4 electric. Because you need card draw. There's your card draw. And yeah, kind of crazy to make a new game to not let people get the cards to play it. And there's the special red card. Saw that one coming. But would you look at how good I am at Pokemon cards? I just draw what I need every turn. Watch, I need more than that, but whatever. And PB, so it must be in the video that I'm about to make. So it's future tense. Uh-oh. Bad things are happening. Bad touch. So are they going to paralyze me like they're finger 11? Are they going to finger me? Press 1 if you think they're going to finger me. I don't know. And Shiny Ray. So Shiny Ray thinks they should give away the minimum rarity cards for free. Why PTCGL doesn't make money, I have no idea. What they should have done, which is literally a multi-million-dollar idea, that again, I don't know why they didn't do, is every time there's a new set, oh God, crazy to think about, every time there's a new set, here's what you do. you charge $10 and you get all the minimum rarity cards for free. No full arts, no secret rares, no gold cards, whatever. You get 4 copies of every card in the main set for $10 every time there's a new set. Boom, PDCGL makes $10 million a year. As it stands, it makes 0. It's a game that's been out for 4.5 years. It has made $0. That is not a winning business strategy. All right, well, I do just win the game if I get a Zard and, like, barely anything. So Fezandipiti, I believe in you. We got Delphox for card draw. We got Prism Tower to bail us out of here. We got whatever the hell that thing is. All right, so I flip the script first. There's a lot of cards I don't need. All right, so Air Balloon there. Let's go Prism Tower away. I guess I get rid of Dawn and Bosses because I can play the Oricorio and the Power Glass. No! That is the... No! Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Everything is awesome. There's another Lilies that I don't need. All right, so that's there. Can I get Rare Candy Delphox, please? Please, I've been a good boy. Oh, dear God. What the hell is this? I have like 3 energy retrievals in the deck. Can somebody explain to me what the hell just happened? I think I just got PDCGL'd in the butt. Look at this. I got 2 energy retrievals, 3 rare candies. Well, do I have a Switch? No. Well, that was fun. All right, well, we're going to go back to Magcargo because Magcargo was the goat, and she farted in my mouth. You must have had eggs recently. Okay, here we go. And yeah, exactly. You can't spend any money in the game, and that's why it was in such terrible shape for so long, and kind of still is. But it's one of 2 things. There's something in the contract that says they can't charge money, because if you recall, PDCGO used to have microtransactions. I talked about this in the video that data mined PDCGL microtransactions. But I think what we learned from there is that when you're making a free-to-play game on mobile, you have to put like microtransactions in it or something in the back end just to have them or something. So even if it had microtransactions in the back end, it doesn't mean they were happening. But it's just that there's probably something in the contract with Nintendo and Game Freak and Creatures and the Pokemon Company and the Pokemon Company International that said they can't run microtransactions. Because if you're wondering, well, TCG Pocket has microtransactions. Well, the reason for that is that TCG Pocket is a global game developed by Creatures and the Pokemon Company. TCG Live is not available in Japan. It is only available in the markets that the Pokemon Company International services. So maybe there's some crazy thing in the contract, or there's some, jargon that says it has to launch in Japan if you want to have I don't know. Slugma balls, am I right? All right, yeah. So it's weird. It makes no sense, but that's PDCGL for you. All right, so Petrel for Trolley, and then immediately get Darumaka in the butt. Okay. Very good. I mean, yeah, you're going to have a Darmanitan, but that's fine. I have Pinsir. All right, well, that was fun. Okay, so wait, do I go for the... Oh, no. So I can knock out the Darumaka this turn. But then what do I do? I guess I just Petrel, and then if they want to do the thing, that's fine. Because now I can go for Heatmor. Japan doesn't have a client. Yeah, so Japan doesn't have anything. So let's go for... Actually, I do need Latinas. Everyone needs some Latinas in their life. All right, so let's go for Ho-Ho and... Oh, no, I don't need Ho-Ho. I'm going to go for Fez and Slugma. And then attach to you, retreat. Oh, I don't have room for it. Right. I don't have room for it because Trust Your Pilot can't count. But that's fine because I can just knock out a Zoroark. And I have Ethan's Adventure, so yeah, I screwed up. Yeah, so Japan doesn't have PTCGO. That's why we pay so close attention to Japanese tournament results, is because Japan doesn't have access to live, so the only way they can play the new cards is if they play IRL, so that's why, you know, we can find results from Japan is because they're publicly available. If they were on live, we'd be harder to track, maybe, I don't know. But it's the fact that it replaced a perfectly good game, right? We had PTCGO, a game that worked almost flawlessly. Yes, the economy sucked, but they could have just fixed it, and it could have taken... Direwolf could have fixed it in 2 days if they needed to, but the Pokemon Company said, no, we're shutting you down and we're bringing development in-house because we're better than a bunch of veterans that have been making card games for 20 years. We made Pokemon Playhouse, which has like a 3 out of 5 on the mobile network. All right, that's pretty good. So now what the hell do I do? 4.5 years. Well, 4 years. Let's say 4 years. It took 4 years. It took 3 years to get trainer trials, which was basically just an excuse to get GLC. It took 4 years to get build and battle. 4.5 years later, we still don't have expanded, which PTCGO had. We've never had unlimited, which PTCGO had. But just like you look at TCG Pocket, I think the reason they're allowed to charge money is because maybe there's some part in the agreement that says you can only make money from a game we release if it's released worldwide. And since you've sucked all our butts off, you can't do that. All right, let's wait. Do I have a Fez? I do have a Fez in play. So you know what? Let's just go get some. Let's go get some Magcargo. Let's have all the Magcargo in the world, baby. Yeah, you want to use that Darmanitan? I got some bad news for you, bro. Well, actually, knocking out the Darmanitan would actually probably help me more than anything, but we'll ignore that. We'll ignore that for now. And, oh, no, so the reason that you can't add a card to your deck is because it's an alternate art. So you have to go to click on the card and then click available and then click the alternate... I'm sorry. What was I talking? I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. What were we talking about? I can't remember what was going on. What were you saying? Yum yum num num num. Oh, yum yum. All right. Well, at some point something's gonna happen, I guess. You know, I feel like the longer this game goes, the worse it is for me, but we're just gonna keep going for it, right? Just gonna keep going for it. But yeah, so if you get a 5th copy of a card and you can't add it to your deck in a build and battle, that's because it's an alternate art and you have to individually select that underneath the regular art of the card. So you can add it, you just have to do the available thing, which is very annoying. But you still can't add more than 4 special energy because PTCGL is a well-made game. Yeah, there's a reason this is in the 1400s. You know, I know Tor did really well, but Transformation Tome is more of a fun card than a good card. And Lil Tone, I know you watched the video, but I basically said in the video, if Mega Ray Electric is a good deck, then Raging Bolt would already do it. Right? Because Raging Bolt does the same thing but better, and it gives up less prizes, and it works better with, you know, the whole strategy. So if if Mega Ray Electric was good, Raging Bolt would do it. All right, so this was all part of my strategy. It's Clan Burglar. Clan Burglar, I'll let you decide if they should be banned. Zeus? Wait, so you're saying if I put this card on screen, people will sub to me? Zeus, have you unlocked a free money glitch? If I just leave this card on screen, people will give me money? All right, so Hooters down. And Fez. All right, so I need 4 energy, right? So that's 2. And then I guess I attach to this guy. And math? Is this how math works, right? I believe this is how math works. I know I'm probably gonna get stamped or judged or something. And if you're wondering, why am I using Magcargo as a free retreater? Yeah, hey, those retrievals you needed for last game, they showed up. So if Magcargo has no energy on it, has free retreat. So if you happen to accidentally over-attach to it, it's actually a good idea to just get rid of all the energy sometimes. And no, Mega Ray does not have to have the energy discarded. It's for your energy in play. But as I mentioned in the video, when's the last time you saw Raging Bolt struggle to fit into an old pair of jeans, struggle to get energy into play? Right? You realistically only need to attack 3 times with Raging Bolt to win most games, maybe 4. And you'll have it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. They're going to go for the Ho-Oh. That's interesting. Do they not think I have another Ho-Oh? So what I was thinking about there is like, yes, Raging Bolt has to discard, but it does more damage. And it works with all types of energy, not just fire and lightning. A Song of Acid, Fire, and Lightning. And, like, again, you need 5 energy to knock out a Dragapult, whereas Mega Rayquaza needs 7. So it's less energy, it's more efficient. Even though you discard the energy, it's still more efficient. All right, well, there's another Ho-Oh. You knock one down, they just come right back. Okay. And then I have Pinsir for game, but I also don't have enough bench space. So I know how I can win this game, but it feels like I'm not going to because I overbenched. But then again, I can just attach to the Magcargo, and then I win next turn as well. I just need to get some energy retrievals, and we'll be fine. All right, so here's what we do. We Ethan's Adventure, get everybody. Oh, yep, there's nobody to actually get. Okay, that's fine. And then Poké Pad, get a Heatmor, and then I play with my ball. So I don't need the Slugma, and I don't need the Heatmor. There's the Ursaluna. Okay. And then I think I go Energy Retrieval just to get 1 out of the deck because I want to just get the Blowtorch out of here. So I Blowtorch away the End's Castle. I Ultra Ball away the Ursaluna and the Pinsir. Right? I think that's right. I don't know. Math is hard. Maybe I should have held the Ultra Ball in case they Petrel me, but whatever. What are they going to do? Stamp me out of a good hand? And PB? I don't know, right? Because we don't know what they're planning for wins and waves. As I talked about, is they might be intentionally making the Mega block weaker because they don't want things to be out of whack for wins and waves, and they want wins and waves to be more stronger. So that could be the reason is, oh, they want wins and waves to be good, so they don't want the Mega Evolution to overtake it. But it's so hard to say. Okay, well, there's an easy card to knock out. All right, well, as long as they don't have Special Red Card, we're fine. As long as there's no special... Lena, get your emote ready. Lena, get the emote ready. As long as there's no Special Red Card, I win the game. Literally and figuratively, as long as there's no red card. They got none of those. Yep, all their energy is accounted for. They got nothing. I've won the game. Yep, I'm that good. Lena, see, no, Lena, you were wrong. I told you I'm that good. I'm that good at the game. Would have been nice to attack with Pinsir just to at least like give Pinsir a chance to shine. Like a Temu. Cause like wasn't shine like Temu before Temu was Temu. All right, so see, and I did math. I had 4 energy every single time. So there you go. Magcargo beats Zoroark. Magcargo beats Zoroark handily. Even when they boss every single turn, I obliterated them. So apparently, Magcargo has a good matchup against Zoroark. Magcargo is awesome right now. Screw Mega Charizard. I was going to make Mega Charizard the focus. Magcargo is freaking goated right now. It's freaking goated right now. S-Card, go to the polls. I don't know. What's a good pun? Clan Burglar? What's a bad pun so I know what to do the opposite of? Clan Burglar, I need you to give me a bad, like, snail pun for a YouTube title, so then I can do the opposite of that. Is this a rematch? Because, yeah, you look at the meta right now, a lot of things have 350 or less hit points, and a lot of those things have 3 prizes that they give up. And Magcargo just so happens to do the thing. All right, well, I'm going first, which is interesting. So I should Poké Pad. Oh, this is the Magnetric player. So again, this is an easy win. The Magnetric player is just like counting down the minutes until they can... actually, do I go for the Heatmor? I think I do go for the Heatmor because they're probably not going to do anything good this turn. So it heat more or less is going to be a nothing good turn anyway. Okay, if that happens, you're banned. Also, I have Blowtorch. They got Heroescape. I got a Blowtorch. Probably shouldn't be teaching kids to play with blowtorches, but that's fine. Also, remember in Legends ZA when in like the first 30 minutes, like, hey, if you jump off a roof, your phone will save you. Probably not a good lesson to be teaching children that if you jump off a 2-story roof, your phone will save you. You know, just kind of a weird thing to be like, hey, yeah, you want to jump off a roof, just make sure you got your phone with you and it's totally fine. And Foodler, I'm not a fan of champions. I'll just, if I do gameplay, like streams and gameplay, and D Sharper, there you go. Yeah, it was so weird. I was like, yes, you're teaching kids, hey, jump off the roof, kids, and you'll be totally fine. Just make sure you're, yeah, let's go for you and you. I guess I go for the ho-ho. Just make sure you got your phone with you and you'll be fine, kids. Actually, I guess I do want the energy. So that, retreat, Heatmor. And then I do want to attach a Vu to you. Licking Catch. Let's go Magcargo double energy, because I probably have a Fez, right? Yeah, I have a Fez. I have a Meowth. But I'm only ever really going to stream this game. I did stream the Game Boy version of the game for a little bit. I streamed Magic for a little bit. But you'll notice that the variety of the content on YouTube is going to change a little bit while I'm gone. Just because, I know I'm not going to upload gameplay videos, so it just feels like a nice block of like 3 or 4 weeks of just random stuff that might, attract children, and I enjoy attracting children, so that'll really help out. No, it's next month. Thank you, Oppenheimer, but it's still a month away. I was just saying, like, if you sub to me next week, you're only getting a 3-week sub. So today is the last day, because then you'll get your full month of your sub. I was looking out for you. It's like you were bending over. I was looking out for you. See, because I'm a cool guy. Despite what you may think. You know, despite the fact that I can't read or do math, I'm still a nice guy. That's got to count for something in this day and age, right? Mad Panda, it'll be until 30th celebration. So I'll do about a week and a half of pitch. So yeah, save it up for a month from now. So about a week and a half after Pitch Black is out, that's when I'll stop, and then I'll be back for 30th celebration. I'll still have YouTube videos previewing 30th celebration, all the decks and set list and stuff. But the streams and the gameplay videos will resume on the 16th as planned. I might do a stream once or twice while I'm gone. I don't know. Did somebody say 3 free prizes? Probably not, because PDC Gel won't give me anything. Yep, I'm still gonna fail here somehow. All right, so let's go get rid of that and that. I have to keep the Blowtorch and the energy just in case. Actually, I guess I go for Meowth for Lilies. Or Meowth for Ethan's? Ethan's is a guaranteed knockout. Geez. This is always the tough part, is do I believe in the heart of the cards or do I not? Also, oh, man. I think I have to go Ethan's because I need a Ho-Oh if I want to take the knockout O. All right, so let's go Ethan's Adventure. I need Ho-Oh and 2 energy. It's boring, but it guarantees. It guarantees me the knockout. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm doing the right thing for once. You know, you see, this is what happens when I do the right thing, is it's really boring. You know, why do I make these mistakes? It's like, you know, why do I make the wrong decision? Because it makes life more interesting. Okay, could you imagine if I made the right play every single time? You wouldn't. Imagine, you know, that permanent indent on your forehead from where your face meets your palm, that would be gone. That would clear up. Who wants that? Right? You know, imagine not having a headache every time you watch my stream because you roll your eyes so hard that Pilot did it again. Pilot forgot that Stun Fist applies the 100 damage after weakness and resistance. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, wait, why'd they promote the Electrike? Wait, what? That's your attacker. Lena, yeah, I'll definitely, yeah, because as you know, old people get smarter with age, Lena. Old people with brain issues, they get smarter as time goes on. So you're right. You know, if I'm sundowning right now, that means sunset is on the horizon, or sunrise. If I'm sunsetting, sunrise is on the horizon. That's how old age works, right? And just think about it this way. I won't be able to say nearly as many pitching a tent jokes when Pitch Black is out. When I'm gone, I'll miss out on like 75, 80% of Pitch Black. So I won't be able to say every day, oh, this deck makes me want to pitch a tent. You know, imagine how many times you're going to miss hearing me say that. You were right. Thank you. I was going to get rid of the Blowtorch before, but thank you. Oh man, it's just so fun to blow people on the internet. Isn't it just so much fun to blow strangers? Press 1 if you enjoy blowing strangers on the internet. Okay, that's mean. But I mean, all I have to do is knock you out of my neck. Suck a butt. All I have to do is knock out a dude. So I'll just give you a Meowth, and that's about it. I'll just give you a Meowth, and yeah, that's about it. And okay, so have I used any energy retrieval? I have not used any energy retrieval. So I think it's fine. Yeah, if I go Night Stretcher for Heatmor, that is totally fine. Totally fine. I go Magcargo down, Night Stretcher for Heatmor, Lilies, and I just need 1 energy. No. No, Petrel, Mr. Slippy Fist, you don't deserve to get the spotlight. All right, so I'm gonna Prism Tower. I mean, I could Petrel for the Blowtorch, but no. I wanted another Lilies. All right, well, this is good. So let's go Poké Pad for Pinsir. Moondust, thank you. And then I play with my balls. Always be playing with your balls. That's what ABP stands for. Always be playing with your balls. I guess ABP. I don't know. Okay, just shush. just shush. Okay, so that's gonna go there. I'm gonna retreat into the Heatmor, and then I'm going to risk putting an energy on this guy, and then I will. Yeah, let's Licking Catch. Oh, that's amazing. All right, well, I win next turn as long as I can find a Blowtorch. The problem that's going to arise like chaos in my pants is if I don't get the Blowtorch, then what do I do? Because, oh, there's the bosses. That's fine. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. That's bad, but it's also interesting. So I have to get a Slugma. So I essentially have to get a Slugma here and hope they don't have another bosses. But they're not going to have another bosses. It's not like they have a Kilowatt to draw cards. Could you imagine? And Problem Child, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. The auto captions on clips are great. Oh. Everyone click on that so I'm near the top of the leaderboard. No, Ho-Oh cannot accelerate to the active, so they got me with my pants down and my cheeks red. Okay, well, there's the Blowtorch. So I would have had it if they didn't have bosses. I would have had it if they didn't throw the bosses on me. All right, well then I just need an energy. Oh crap! I need this. Oh, this is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. Okay, everything is totally fine. Nothing can possibly go wrong. I'm gonna put all my executors in one basket. Oh, I got it. Oh, I am the freaking goat. Wait, I thought that was the other thing. That's an Electros. I didn't even know that was I thought that was a Manectric. Oh, the shoe is on the other foot. The shoe is on and Eevee, you took the under. You should have taken the over. I got to 10 wins. You know, I could get it up to 11 to 12 easily. So I'm going to probably play 2 more games, Eevee. If I win both of those, you're out of it. So yeah, screw Mega Charizard. The whole point of today's video was supposed to be Mega Charizard with Nitro Fire, and the Magcargo was just like, hold my beer. Hold my beer, bro. And yeah, you can't go barefoot. I have seen a couple posts where there have been barefoot avatars, but no, you can't go truly barefoot in this game. It's not an option. No, because I didn't do any commentary. I have to, you know, it used to be that I wouldn't, you know, talk like I see a ton of videos. I looked at Queso. So Queso was one of the big, you know, streamers turned YouTubers. And I looked at Queso's biggest video that had, I think, 10 million views, and it was just a 3 or 4 hour stream VOD. And it was, yeah, barely talked. It was just basically playing twinsies. It was just basically playing a game and nothing happening. Slug my balls, am I right? And it wasn't tailored towards a YouTube audience. It's just, hey, here's a VOD and 10 million views. But I cater it to the YouTube audience, so I have to put on the YouTube voice. I commentate the games a little bit more. I do better jokes because, you know, the Twitch audience, what are they? Oh, God. I don't think I can win this one. And Oricorio's ability works on all fire types, but you have to have a Mega in play. So Oricorio works on every single fire type, but it only works if there's a fire Mega in play. Okay. Better jokes. Better jokes. Is there such a thing? All right, so let's go for some Latinas because I have a better chance of getting a Ho-Oh off this Lillie's. And then I can just knock out the Fez, and then I think I might win from there because I'm cool. Like, oh my god, we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. But you played with my heart. I can't remember the lyrics on that thing. Well, I had a chance to win, but PDCGL decided, hey, wouldn't it be funny if you didn't get the second energy you needed? Wouldn't it be hilarious if you put 10 or 11 or whatever energy in the deck, and you just needed 2 to win the game, and you Lillies for 8, and I gave you 1? All right, well, they're probably going to go Rare Candy Alakazam, Hard Retreat, knock out the Heatmor, and then I just basically have to pass back and forth with Alakazam, and then it's going to be whoever gets the bosses at the right time is going to win, because I don't play Xerosic. I think there's just one special red card. Yeah, there's the Rare Candy Alakazam. They do only play a few energies, so there's a slight chancey. Like, they're going to find energy more easily than me, despite me playing twice the amount of energy and being Jonathan Taylor Thomas to finding it. Yes, and then they got the Hilda. There you go. All right, so they go Hilda for energy. They hard retreat the Fez, knock out the Heatmor. I go up with the Latinas, and then I don't think there's any way that I can win because I have 2 prizers. If I'd just been able to knock out the Fez that turn, I think I win the game. But now they're just gonna, there's nothing I can do to really disrupt them here. It's just gonna be, we're gonna trade knockouts back and forth, but because I got the first one, they have like a 69.67 chance of winning. Alrighty, let's do that. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I'll allow it. But I have to go 1, 2, and then I guess it does make sense to... Does it make sense to Ethan's Adventure? I don't know. I mean, I got Ursaluna. I got a free Retreater. Let's just Ethan's Adventure and go for the Pinsir. And, you know, try to set up a Pinsir for next turn. So I go Retreat, Magcargo. Actually, yeah, Magcargo. I have to only get rid of 2. So, believe it or not, it actually makes sense to attach an energy to the Magcargo just to hedge my butts here. Because if they, let's say they bosses my Ho-Oh, at least that Magcargo can attack again if I can't find another Ho-Oh. Look at me putting on my YouTuber commentary. No, this is a VOD channel exclusive. You don't get the expert commentary. Only the main channel viewers get that stuff. I got to save the good stuff for the main channel. But, you know, I will say, if you've made it this far in the VOD on the VOD's channel, thank you. And the fact that, you know, you're watching it is making me stream a little, me be happier streaming when I know I'm not getting a YouTube video, or if I just don't feel like making a main channel video. These are still getting enough views that it's like, yeah, I'm still getting enough money. It's not a lot. No, Foodler, unless you're rewatching this. But it's just, I'm making not much. And fun fact, I looked at my 2 most recent shorts. I think it was the PDCGL with the jump scare and Mega Kangaskhan coin flips. And yeah, you're spoiling the YouTube videos. But I looked at the ad revenue from the 2 most recent shorts on the main channel. 50 cents each. I'm going to stop posting long form content. It's just going to be short form content. You know, I'm going to cut down every game to 30 seconds. And I'm going to get that 50 cents. You know, screw those long form videos. 50 cents per short. That's where the money's at, baby. God, what kind of an idiot puts long form content? I want that 50 cents. So it's like, you know, short form content, it's good for expanding your reach to the stars above, but you really do have to get like 1 million views per short to even, you know, make a decent amount of money. You know, I think one of my best shorts has made like $5. And that's like my top 1% of my shorts makes $5. All right, so there's Latinas. The next knockout they take will activate red card, but I think it's safe to say they're going to take a 2-prize KO this coming turn. So let's go Pinsir, Slugma balls. And yeah, gee, yeah, I'm taking all that ad revenue. YouTube's going to go bankrupt. I mean, dude, think of the YouTube, think of Alphabet. What is Alphabet going to do, Pilot, when the next time they send your payout? They're gonna be bankrupt after that. All right, so let's go Petrel for whatever. Sure, that. I'm probably just gonna run out of energy too. That's another thing I didn't think about. Is I'm probably just gonna run out of energy and not be able to do it. All right, well, let's retreat and rallying horny. That's fine. Oh, wait, was it? Oh, is it damage? Oh, it's damage from an attack. All right, well, that's a shame, concede. You know, I felt so bad for Pinsir not getting to do anything in that Zoroark game that I didn't bother reading it. You know, but to be fair, we were going to lose that game no matter what, because they had a 20 card hand. They were going to draw about 6 more cards that turn. They definitely had a boss KO on a 2-prizer, and from then I just couldn't win. But let's do one more with Magcargo. And you know what? We'll end with one build and battle game, because the Phantasmal Flames build and battle format ends on Thursday morning. And I built probably my worst one. I've had a lot of success with Grimsley's move, and I've opened I opened a Mega Sharpedo and no Carvana, but I got the kit that has 3 Grimsleys in it. So then, of course, every single hand I have, Mega Sharpedo's in the hand. But whenever I get the Sharpedo, whenever I can play with a Pedo and not get punished for it, things go really well. So hanging out with a Pedo is kind of a good thing most times, so let that be a lesson. Hanging around Pedos is actually pretty good. All right, so let's go Poké Pad for Slugma. And then that's just to... I mean, I guess I could have saved the Slugma and done the Poké Pad for Magcargo, but that's what Heatmor's for. That's what the Heatmor's for. And YouTube brought me to you. And so you're saying YouTube cast a spell on you? Huh? Because you're mine? Yeah, always take a pedo to the Academy at night. But no, in a pre-release, there is no Academy at night, right? I don't think Academy at night is... That's like an old... Ooh, that's like an old card, right? That's like Stellar Crown old? Oh no, Shroud of Fable. Shroud of Fable? How good is my memory? See, even in my old age, I can remember 3 letters. That's pretty cool. Academy at night also rotates. For those of you who don't know, Academy at night rotates in March. Though so if you look at the Japanese release schedule, I don't know what's going to happen next year, because they have a main set launching at the end of the year, which we probably wouldn't get until March, which would be rotation, because the Mega Lucario Z set's probably a main set. But in January of years, what we always did is we always did a special set. Like, that's been the case for the last 3 or 4 years or whatever, is we get a special set. But because we're going half-seas, I don't know what the hell. Like, we literally might not get that Aura Seeker set until March, which is rotation, or they might bump up rotation, or they might bump down rotation. I have no idea. It's going to be a very, very weird 2027. It all depends on when the hell does Winds and Waves come out. All right, so I am not going to put Fezandipiti down. It is very important that I do not put Fezandipiti down. I'm going to... Do I just go for quadruple Slugma? I mean, the Latinas is bad too. Let's go for Slugma. No, I think I have to get... I really don't want to do this. I have to. I mean, if they go for the Fez, that's fine. Right, it's not good, it's fine. So I will attach to the... No, I'll attach to the... Oh, God, math. Okay, we're doing that. I got the Night Stretcher. We should be fine. I go for Magcargo 2 energy. And then I should be fine. No matter what they do, I'm going to be drawing at least 4 cards next turn. Unless they do nothing, then I get another licking catch. Maybe 30 is... No, Cello... No, it's weird. It's because 2026 is a half year. It's so weird. I don't know. The Moondust, you can watch the video, but yeah, I think near playable is good. That's a good way of putting it, is that Mega Ray is near playable. But you have to remember, we're not pitching a tent. Sorry, we're not getting Mega Ray until November, despite it coming out in Japan in July. So the precedent is now set where we just... This is pretty good. Where we just might not see sets for 3 months at a time now or something. Did they hard retreat before they had a Mega Lucario? Okay, they're playing with their balls. But yeah, I have no idea what they're doing. They might do rotation in February, or it might be like an early March set, just so they can say they did rotation in March. Because we used to always have sets on the last Friday of the month, the last Thursday on PDCGL, but now with Pitch Black and 30th Celebration, it's the middle of the month. And with Delta Rain, it's the first week of the month. But yeah, but no, like January was always a special set. March was the main. It all depends on what Winds and Waves is doing next year too. Because if Winds and Waves comes out in like October or September, that means we'll, or July, I don't know. So many things have been screwed up by the Winds and Waves delay and all that. It's just so hard to know. All right, as long as I get 1 energy. Suck my butt, I don't want that. Okay, I just need like 1 energy and I'm fine. Okay, this is good. Not quite what I wanted, but it is good. So let's go. Oh God, I'm gonna lose. Okay, no, this is fine. We're gonna knock out the Lucario this turn. It's already been written in the stars. Because I'm spitting bars. All right, so we'll get rid of you and you. I have another Ho-Oh that I need, because I need the Ho-Oh if I want to do the thing. I can Night Stretcher for 1 energy back. And then I can manually attach it. So now I can do the thing. I can do the thing. We're drawing 8 cards. I just need 1 energy. I have put myself in the greatest position. Dear God, that was close. that was a little too close. All right, so attached to you. I don't think I need Special Red Card or Brave Bangle anymore. So we can get rid of both of those. I just need to focus on, taking KOs. Dragapult rotates in March, unless they change unless they're like, nope, we're extending the season for another 6 months. No, Dragapult's not rotating. We're extending the season by another 6 months. Get wrecked, everybody. Suck our buzz. Get wrecked. Dragapult's never leaving. We're reprinting it. Get wrecked. We're going to do a reprint set of all the best cards from the Scarlet and Violet era. Oh, sucks to be you. That's what you get for complaining about live for 4 years. We gave it to you for free and all you did was complain. Now, if everything lines up as it should, I can clap so many cheeks in 10 seconds. And also, it should rotate to March. And, that's interesting. Okay, I think they think it hits for weakness. Unless they have all their Premium Power Pros and a Brave Bangle. 1 more and a Riolu does it. Or, there's Harry Mama. Okay, I'm not quite sure what their plan is. Well, yeah, we went from Dragapult okay, so they're knocking out the Magcargo, which is slightly concerning. But I guess I just go for the Harry Mama. Press 1 if you like your mama's Harry. Okay, so I don't have Pinsir in my hand. So maybe I go Petrel for Night Stretcher. Or I just go for Night Stretcher. That also works. So I'm kind of you know, biased here, and I shouldn't be doing this, but I feel bad for Pinsir. Okay, Pinsir deserves to at least do something this game, right? Pinsir deserves to have its moment to shine at least one time. Even if it costs me the game, I'm letting Pinsir do the thing. Julie, do the thing. All right, so there we go. Let's go. Bosses. The Hairy Mama. Wait, did they knock out an Ethan's card last turn? I didn't even check that. Okay, good. Because I made this mistake last time. And do I attach to a Magcargo? They're probably just gonna gust it up and knock it out. So I'm gonna rallying horny. And problem child, why are pulp players babies? Because it's not about being a baby. They just think, oh, hammer stamp, phantom dive. And it's like, I don't think I can win. Or maybe they got some boss's orders and they were on their computer. Maybe they alt tabbed, or maybe they were on their phone and they got a text message and they checked their text messages and the game crashed because PTCGL is so well made. All right, well, because this game is going on so long, I think it's safe to say that I will not be doing a pre-release game unless 6 or 7 people type 1. I will not. Oh, that's GG. If 6 or 7 people type 1, I will do one pre-release game. But if it's any more or any less, I won't do it. And if anyone types it more than once, that invalidates their vote. Oh, I think we're at the limit. If someone else does it, you've gone over the limit. This is Price is Right rules. Oh, too bad. That's what happens when there's a delay and there's things known as internet. But I just won this game as long as I have an energy left in deck. Pantspotmeister. I think Mad Panda did it too. All right, well, I'm gonna blow myself a little bit. All right, do I have another energy retrieval? If I do, the game's over. Oh, hello. It technically wrote 11. Well, Lena, if you want to get all technical, then you're right. Oh, baby. Okay, Magcargo is absolutely freaking goated. I will obviously put all the lists in the description below. But when almost all of the Mega Pokemon get knocked out by Magcargo, this card is freaking insane. This card is nuts. Like, look at my win-loss. Yeah, see, I got to 11-4. I would make day 2 of a tournament. This is literally, I would have made day 2 of a major tournament with this deck, probably. Maybe 11-3-1, but that's pretty cool. So unfortunately, I didn't get any spice. As you can see from the list, I just got another Crocodile, and, you know, like, that's it. And I can't wear a butt plug because there's no good things. So yeah, there was no spice in this list. It's just Crocodile, Brimsley, and Hope. Mega Toxtricity. I like that. I like the wishful thinking. But I do kind of want to do a stream on Thursday. It just depends how the videos line up this week, because normally I would wait until the first of a month to start doing all my preview videos to even think about it. But that's when they launch on the last week of the month. Pitch Black is out on the 16th, which is the middle of the month, so I have to start a little bit early. And pre-releases start on July 4th, which is America Day. So I don't know why they did that, because no Americans are going to be playing on that day. Ooh. Well, I'm going second, so I think it's a Toxel turn. And they got the Ceruledge kit. The Ceruledge kit is insane if you draw well. But there's like 15 energy in the kit, so if you just have energy, you're screwed. All right, so that's interesting. And then let's play with my balls. Okay, there's another Crocodile, but I think I just lose because they're going to take a knockout and I don't have a Grimsley's move. But I do have a Sandile. So I have 2 yeah, I don't really care about the Toxel. I need Grimsley's move or Rare Candy. So Grimsley's move wins me the, actually Grimsley's move doesn't win me the game because I can't get a Crocodile in the active. And the Ceruledge kit is insane. I only got the Ceruledge kit once out of like the 8 pre-releases I've done. And I think I got Mega Diancie, so I did go for Mega Diancie 39 Energy. There was like a couple Jumbo Ice Cream, but it was basically just Mega Diancie 39 Energy. The Ceruledge kit absolutely destroys Megas. You cannot build a solo Mega when the Ceruledge kit is out here doing 220 damage every single freaking turn, and Moltres does 110. So yeah, if you're gonna partake, if you're gonna dip a toe into the Phantasmal Flames pre-release meta, do not build Mega plus 39 energy. It does not work. All right, I think I'm good now because I have double Crocorock. The problem is that I would have to waste an energy. Ooh, interesting. But I can't. As much as I want to, use a lure, I can't take the risk. But then again, what if I did? What if I did take the risk and it paid off and I'm a millionaire because it paid off so hard? Oh, baby. Okay. That is amazing. All right. So if they can't loop Ceruledge, I win. And it looks like they don't have a Ceruledge this turn, which is really, oh, they do. Okay. So they have to loop basically 4 Ceruledge back to back to win this game. Ah, crap. Okay, well, they can. They basically have to have 13 fire energy in their hand if they want to win this. Ah, crap. So yeah, this is what I was talking about, is the Ceruledge kit is absolutely goated if you just get a fire breather, because there's no hand disruption. You just Infernal Slash 3 or 4 times. There's 4 energy retrieval, 15 energy, a fire breather. That's it. There's another Sandile. That's fine. So it's going to come down to whether or not they have enough energy, because I most likely can loop all my Crocodile. I have 4 plus Grimsley's move. So let's go Toxtricity. I have the Crocodile. Let's thin the deck a little bit, because it doesn't matter putting damage on the Crocodile. I just want to thin the deck to get more Crocodile. And obviously they can opt not to attack and just buy themselves some time, because Crocodile, I'll show you in a second, but Crocodile only does 60 damage if they don't take a knockout. And wait, did I use my switch? I didn't use my switch, so I do have a switch. But they basically, if they don't have a basic, they can't attack. The smartest thing they can do right now is not attack. But, okay, yeah, they have enough energy. It's, do you have a basic? No, you should not attack. You should not. What are you doing? All right, well, yeah, see, this is the pre-releases. You never know what you're going to get. Life is like a butt full of chocolate. There's a skid mark on your underwear. All right, yeah, you want the Delmise kit. I will have a video up, the day before, 2 days before the pre-release, depends on YouTube openings. I will showcase the full 40 card deck list, the best pulls. There's a Tropius in the set that's going to be probably in every deck. The Tropius is not good. It's just for 1 colorless, search the top 6 and get every single Pokemon. That counts as a win, by the way. I won 12 games. No one gets any points. So there's a Tropius that is search the top 6, get any Pokemon. I wonder if there's a deck that wants a ton of Pokemon in your hand. If only there was a deck in the pre-release that wants a ton of Pokemon in your hand that you can then get rid of. I wonder, is there a deck that wants that? So yeah, Delmise is going to be good. But hopefully Mahone is still streaming. Is Mahone not streaming anymore? Boo, Tricky Jim, not streaming anymore. Boo. Boo Mahone. All right, let's yeah, we'll raid the Geek. So I will almost guaranteedly see you on Monday. Okay, so Monday and Saturday is what I can almost guarantee you. Anything else next week, I have no idea. But I'll see you then.